Hey, everybody. Oh, there he is. I wondered if he was ever going to show up.
What's happening, guys?
Nothing.
Yo, Tank Abbott here. And you're checking out the Bro
Got a problem
Plata
with
podcast with Tim Danko and Ray Heiklak. Check it out. Get down. It kicks ass.
Thanks, Tank. I think we got to put Tank like on the back burner until we have like a good intro we can put him in because it's just weird right now. Just like sticking him there with his volume's weird. As much as I love Tank. Anyway, hi, everybody. It is, what's today? The 14th of December?
It is.
And it's Bro Plata 118. Ray, you clean yourself up a little bit there. You look you know what? I guess more perverty. I guess I wouldn't think what had happened. I figured if you got rid of the beard, you would look less like a pervert, but you actually don't.
Hold on, guys. I'll be back.
Oh, he's gone. All right. So, Thomas, did you watch the fights?
I caught the tail end. I think I came in on Cody, and then I watched the rest from there. Yeah.
Besides that, they were pretty good. Well, I mean, that was good depending on who you're pulling for, but no, they were great. I mean, Pena's win is probably the biggest upset in
I loved it.
The history of the UFC. Yeah, it was great. We'll talk about that, and then Oliveira. Listen, apparently I mean, Ray and I both picked him, but apparently most people were picking Dustin. I don't understand why, but I don't know. Oliveira looked great.
Thanks to Dustin.
Did you buy tequila yet?
It's 100 proof Cleveland bourbon whiskey.
All right, fine. You're the only one that we let do that. Alan's not allowed to do that. He'll be here later. He has 7 shots to do.
How the hell did he get 7 shots?
Well, we were hoping that would happen. He had Eric Anders, right? And I had Munoz, and Munoz submitted Anders in the first round.
Right.
So that's 4. And then he had Augusto Sakai against Tai Tuivasa, and Tuivasa knocked him out in the second round. So that's 3. So 7 for Alan, which is awesome. He deserves it. I was really hoping that.
Yeah.
He's actually he's pissed at me now because I did tell him what happened with the Juliana Pena and Thomas landing on Thomas and Thomas picking Pena and me putting Pena back. But I'm like, listen, any good friend would have put Pena back. No one would have let you have Pena. All right, we didn't know that was going to happen.
Right.
No. In your defense, you are completely correct. Nobody saw
him. You're going to have to tell him that.
Yeah.
When he comes, he won't be here till about 9 or so. But yeah.
That's like getting pissed at a friend who like got you or wanted you to like bet on a horse, but yet the horse you already picked won. Like, go fuck yourself. We didn't know. How do we know these things? We guess.
Right.
It was fucking crazy this weekend too.
Yeah.
Like, this was one of probably the best card of the year. Without a doubt. And then, I mean, the shenanigans that were going on, especially at Michael Chiesa deciding to just, be a drunken mess that he is. That was hilarious when I found that out. That was funny as fuck.
Yeah, what Ray is talking about is Michael Chiesa. Number one, I mean, he was partying. Who wouldn't be? I mean, I would be drunk at that thing too. But his teammate, who he's known for a long time, because Juliana Pena is from Spokane, Washington too, and they started training together way back in the day. So, and she won a title, and he was pumped, so he jumped over the barrier, tried to get in the cage. Apparently, fell over, hit his face, cut his face open or something, and security had to remove him. But he's good, he's fine. But it was funny, though. Actually, my favorite part of that video you sent me, Ray, was Kayla Harrison being pissed off because she just got fucked because they were going to definitely sign her to fight Amanda right away. But now, I mean, they'll definitely she's a free agent. I'm assuming they're going to still sign her. But, it's going to be different now. She may not fight Amanda right away. She'll have to fight somebody else. But
I think she'll... Plus, like, Kayla Harrison coming in she's from Bellator, am I right? I think
PFL.
PFL? Okay, then sit your butt down. You're not Justin Gaethje. All right, we got some shit to do. And to be honest with you, I'm going to do this.
Well, I mean,
one of the last times in 2021, big business Ray, she deserves at least 2 more fights, I think, because we have money on our hands with Juliana Pena, Amanda Nunes too. That's going to be a big draw.
No shit. But before that, it made sense. I mean, look, Kayla Harrison has won 2 gold medals. She's a beast. You said she's not Justin Gaethje. Yeah, you're right. She has more hype than Justin Gaethje coming in because of her gold medals. And
I don't know.
You didn't know who
Justin Gaethje got a lot of hype.
You didn't know who he was. Like you didn't. You can't tell me you actually knew who he was
in WS or World Series of Fighting. Yeah,
not by much. Like he didn't win 2 gold medals, right? And he no one's even came close to beating her. He was undefeated coming out of World Series too, but still, I mean, she has the 2 gold medals and. Yeah, I mean, the only thing is she's only fought featherweight once, but she'll be fine. But now that's the division now. But that's another thing too. They're talking about how, she's not going to fight her now, but that was a bantamweight fight that happened Saturday. We're talking about the featherweights, and Amanda Nunes is still the featherweight champion. However, you assume the first thing they want to do is have the Pena fight, unless Pena wants some time off or she's hurt or something. They could do the featherweight fight first, but I'm assuming they're going to want to do the bantamweight fight first, either late spring or summer.
Yeah. And hats off to Juliana for her game plan. Like when I saw her starting to like throw punches against Amanda Nunes, I'm like, this bitch is fucking crazy. Like she's certifiable for doing this, but
right.
I mean, she outlasted Amanda, which was shocking. I was the couch that I'm on right now is where I was watching the pay-per-views, wearing my awesome blue robe that I have. It's a furry blue robe. I might put it on later, but I'll have a shirt on. I'm not taking this off. I'm playing the role of Tim Danko's body today. I don't feel it. I just ate some sushi, so I'm like little, But yeah, like when she started throwing hands, I'm like, you got to be kidding me. Like Cyborg did this and it ended up, in the 3rd row trying to fucking find her teeth. So you look at this fight, all of a sudden Amanda starts wilting, and my heart, like I have a bad heart to begin with. Like I think we all at this point probably have just shit hearts because of how big we are. But
they say I have a big heart, which is a problem at some point.
It's covered in it's just like fudge. I picture like Tim Danko's heart is like fudge covered with like nuts on top, just ready to go at any time. It's basically butter, like his arteries.
Probably true. It's just horsey sauce from Arby's. Yeah, that's basically what it is.
Your arteries look like that like cookie dough, just waiting to burst open.
But
can of biscuits.
No, I think the best thing is right away after she got kind of tripped up by that calf kick. When you saw the way she was fighting, you're like, oh shit, she ain't scared. Like that's the biggest deal because not just with Amanda Nunes, with some of the girls who fight Valentina as well, like Lauren Murphy. They go in and you just look, they're like, all right, they talked a big game, but they weren't ready for this. Like who was Megan Anderson? When Megan Anderson fought Amanda Nunes, she was. Like you can tell she wasn't all there. She wasn't ready for that fight.
No.
She wasn't going to win either way, but it didn't help that she fought timid, and Juliana Pena did not at all.
No,
and, we talked about that. To beat either of those girls, Nunes or Valentina, you have to get in their face, which doesn't seem like, and you're going to get hit, but it doesn't seem like the greatest way to win a fight. But that's kind of how you have to, because if you don't, they're going to pick you apart from the outside, both of them. So, and that's what they do to each other when they fight. That's what those fights are the most exciting ever because they're just basically point fights because they're both so technical. But she got in her face and she broke her down. Like we knew that she probably would have the better cardio, Pena, because Amanda sometimes runs out of steam a little bit. But the fact that she did that in the second round and broke her down in the second round and choked her, and like we talked about before, the rear naked choke is the I broke you down submission. Like it's not like I just snuck that in. Like it's coming, and usually if you get a rear naked choke, you beat somebody up beforehand, and she did. That second round was awesome, and she turned the tide very quickly and by a lot. And
when she took when she took Amanda down was the moment I'm like, oh shit, we may see something. Like that's when I started to really believe that Juliana Pena was about to win. Like the stand up usually that's 50-50. But when she took Amanda down with that waist lock, it was like I didn't know if this was like I was in the Matrix or something. I felt like I was gonna wake up and Neo is gonna be like tapping me on the shoulder, going, "It's time to go to Zion." Like I didn't expect Juliana Pena to even come close against Amanda Nunes, and shame on me for saying that. Shame on me because goddamn is that bitch tough.
Yeah, same thing. And I mean, I think the one thing I did say is that she can beat her, but she probably won't. I mean, I think it's what I said last week is I know it's not impossible, but it probably won't have it. And I think what they said there's a dude who bet $3 million to try to win 300,000.
Yeah,
he lost $3 million.
I know.
Shit.
There's just some guy in Vegas right now, like writing Brooks is here in a on a board,
probably,
and trying to find a very flimsy table to stand on. Like if I lost $3 million, sir, holy shit!
You know how much
you wouldn't hear from me?
Money you would have to have for that not to be a big deal. Like you'd have to be a billionaire. I think even if you were less than, even if you had a net worth of about 800. If you lost 3, you're like, oh shit, that's a problem.
Yeah.
Well, if you only had $800 and you lost $3 bills, you're like, fuck, it's my $3. Yeah. So that'd be a problem.
Oh my god.
Hopefully he didn't have like just $5 million. This is the way. You know what though? It probably sounded like
he's going to GA as we speak. He's just going to Gamblers Anonymous.
Right. It probably
with the best story probably in that group. FYI. I think that I honestly
stupid bitch. Yeah.
Look, I lost my house. Bitch, I lost $3 million on a fight. I don't want
fault is that?
What?
Well, Dana White said he lost $1 million betting against Kelly Pavlik, which is pretty hilarious.
Yeah, that's funny. It's Kelly Pavlik though, so this is when he was champion. That's even better. Like, he's fucking. Oh, you motherfucker! I'm sorry.
And then Ray told me about when you told me what she said in the press conference. I read that differently than how it actually went down.
No, like I was expecting her to get shade. I didn't see any on Twitter the next day because I actually looked. When she said she was the first actual mother to be a UFC champion, because
that's the way that you said it to me. I thought she was like saying that she was discrediting Amanda as a mother. That's how I read it. No. She's just the actual. That's not at all what happened.
Yeah, no, she's the first like woman to give birth, I guess.
Right. Which is a big deal. I mean, the fact that she pushed a human being out of her and then she won a title. She's the first woman to do that. So it makes sense for her to mention that. But no, she wasn't discrediting Amanda.
No, she wasn't. I didn't say that, but
you did. Know the way I read it, the way I read it from you, it sounded like she said. But no, that wasn't at all. She wasn't throwing shade at all. That wasn't at all what she was trying to say.
No, I was accusing the internet of saying that there was going to be shade thrown at Juliana, because you know how people can be. You know how read a lot of comment sections for fuck's sake.
No, I don't want to. I refuse. Anyway, that said, I have one shot to do. I'm going to do it here soon. Drinking I'm going to do because I have an ear infection, guys. It's not the only thing wrong with me, said the doctor, but she's like, well, this is new, but we need to get this taken care of. So and it's pretty bad. Like it hurts pretty bad. The thing is, I've been trying to tell her I have an infection, but it didn't start in my ear, like started on the side of my neck. So she thought I had like, I don't know. She wants me to get my thyroid looked at because there's like a bump in but I think it's from the infection. I don't know. But I finally the ear, and I went in yesterday. I called and I'm like, hey, can she see me today? And she's like, oh yeah, you have an infection. So there's that. I'm on antibiotics again. Hopefully that will knock it out because it does hurt like a bitch.
I can imagine. I just got over being sick for the second time in like 6 months.
This is the second ear infection I've had since August.
Yeah, we got to figure out what's wrong with you. That or put your consciousness in a computer. I think that would be the best.
Maybe
make you the Artem Zola of this whole
a robot like Chappie.
Yes.
Oh
Yeah.
no,
Like what they do with Dev Patel and Chappie.
We can change you a little bit. We want
Call
Brock
Diane Antwood.
Lesnar to come to the UFC.
Call Diane Antwood. Take care of me, or Antwoord, whatever the name of that group is, or woman. I don't know, whatever that is.
I haven't seen Chappie fully, and usually I'm drunk when I watch it, so
it's all right. You're just kind of wondering, well, I didn't know those people were rappers, the South Africans at first, and I'm like, oh man, look at these actors that are doing a great job playing like South African gutter punks, and then you realize, oh, that's just who they are.
Really, I don't even know what you're talking about, to be honest with you. No, because like I said, I'm drunk and high when I watch that movie.
What'd you say, Tim?
What's the name of that rap group? Is it Die Antwood?
I believe so. Yeah.
What does this mean that they're? This is Ask Tech mean. What does that mean?
I have no idea.
I have no.
Is that something we're supposed to know what it is, or is there some sort of glitch happening?
Probably. Like I said, it's the Matrix, bro. It's coming the 22nd, and they're fucking with us all. I'm telling you, it's mind control.
No, but it's the only drinking I'm going to be able to do today because of the antibiotics. But I will do that.
Real quick, I wanted to do this before we really get in like deep into UFC 269 or into the other assorted bullshit that we're about to have. Thomas, if you could go into the brand tab and go down to the images. I have some stuff to share, and there's some thank yous to this as well. One, thank you to everybody that's listened to us over the past year since we've been on the MMAholes.com, and then the MMA holes themselves. Thank you for this. Press the first message or first picture you see besides John Gunther with, or go down to underneath John Gunther and the llamas. There should be some stats that I took a screen cap of, and I want to share these because it's kind of cool. Like I didn't expect these numbers to be real. We had about 1,800 views, almost 2,000 views this year. And a lot of people watched it with the 13.9 thousand. So that's awesome. Take that down for me. And then we got one more to share. And
the difference between you and me is that I saw those and I wasn't impressed by them. So
I'm very impressed because I have low expectations, sir.
Well, so do I. But I'm like, man, we need to get those up.
But we had yes, I agree with you on that for sure. 2022 is going to be sort of a rebrand / we're really going to put some effort into this kind of year. But the countries that have viewed us, United States, obviously, we've had some people in the United Kingdom, and then greetings to our overlords in Russia. We love you all, and thank you to Premier Vladimir Putin. You ride a horse shirtless like nobody else.
Gonna say we're gonna get killed
that.
Now. They're hearing you talk shit about Putin, and
I'm not talking shit about the leader of Russia who could poison me with a blow dart.
Their man Habib. What you say about Habib? And
it's probably because
I've hated Habib. They're pissed about your Islamophobia.
You can take that down. You can take that down.
They're gonna take you out.
No, well, I mean, I always welcome it.
Hezbollah's coming for you. Hasbullah's coming for you. One day he's gonna knock on your door.
I'll just put my heel on his forehead and he'll be kept at bay on those little midget knees.
You think so, man, but he's tough. I guarantee he's tougher than you think he is.
I come crush your balls with head. It's so big, I knock you down that way and then headbutt your crotch until you bleed.
Anyway, what I was saying before is I have one shot to do. Thomas is drinking whatever he has. I don't know. So, listen, if it was if it was easier to send him tequila, I would have already. But
I'm going to buy my own tequila. I'm going through some things.
You've been saying that for a while. I understand that.
This is why we're friends.
And that's fine. But that's fine.
I'm not gonna relay it because this is like 100 proof.
That's fine.
Cleveland whiskey.
Ooh,
that
whiskey.
And my brother can bring down the bottle if you want proof. But I had him. I didn't know how many shots I was taking.
Iced tea. Don't lie to us.
Oh, no, this ain't iced tea. Last time I drank this, I couldn't get off my recliner. Ooh. So Yeah.
You don't have shot glasses or anything at the house?
I got a shot glass. No, I got a shot glass right here.
Oh, okay.
I didn't know how many shots I was doing. I knew for sure I was doing 1, but I thought I had to do 4.
I think it's 2, right?
I think it's just 2.
It's 2 because Oliveira won in the 3rd round, correct?
Right.
Yeah, so that's 2. And then Jeff Neal beat Ponzinibbio, so you're good there. That was a really good fight.
That was.
Every fight was good. I think there was only 4 decisions, and they're all good. They're all really good fights. I'm have to take mine because of Emmett beat Dan Ige, but that was a really good fight too. And what else? Ray had a choice to and it didn't matter, but he had the choice to either keep Jillian Robertson or take the backup fighter Aaron Blanchfield. He took Blanchfield because Jillian Robertson's opponent, what was her name?
Priscilla Corchea or something like that.
That dirty lady. We'll talk about that too. Yeah. But she missed weight by a lot.
Yeah, I saw.
And then she cheated in the fight. So
yeah. Oh my God. And I have a photo. We'll talk. Do your shot first. Hey, Germany, we have another one. Yay! Thank you, Christoph.
That's yeah, you know what? Listen, Thomas, I had a great name for this episode, and Ray shot it down.
What was it? Like it.
It was Ray called it a DoBronx tale, which is compared to what I listen. DoBronx Mitch. That was my name.
That would have worked.
See, yeah, it was better.
I wanted to actually put Charles Oliveira's face like they had on Sen Schuss, the album. Like, to me, that's for the record,
no,
I get.
That's not how it works, Alan. No.
No. No, you're not allowed. This is how we do it. Oh, we got a drunk person. I love it. Shave my head clean on live stream if you invite me on live stream. No, because
you know what? I don't know. Maybe not today, but we might hold you to that eventually. Just keep coming by one of these days.
Christoph, if you keep coming by, we'll do that.
Yeah,
and we don't care if you show
probably
your dick,
like
to be honest.
In like the last hour of the stream, like in a day that we're drinking, we'll be like, "Well, fucking call him, get him on, give him the link."
We're taking calls. Just give us your email on in our DMs. And
no way this will backfire. Yeah.
No, that's why I want it. I want it to turn into chat roulette. Why not?
Again, Alan, we already talked about the fact that, listen, tell him again, Ray, did I do the right thing by putting Pena back?
Yeah, because we didn't think that Pena had it.
No one did.
No.
They would have given me so much shit for doing you dirty if I would have kept Pena for you. No, that would have been
Someone lost $3 million because they believed in Amanda Nunes that much. We did not think that Amanda Nunes was going to be anywhere near.
No, I did say I would almost bet the house on her, but at that point, you're like, anything could happen, and like it's just freaky shit can happen. You don't think she's gonna lose, but an injury or something dumb could happen, and you could lose that way. And it's when she's minus 1,000, it doesn't seem worth it. But Alan also had an idea, not a bad idea actually. Like if one of your fighters is an underdog and they win, you get the pass shots out. It's not a bad idea.
I like that.
Think about that. Yes. Oh, but not if I have to put this in. If your fighters win, you don't have to do any shot. Like you can't even give somebody shots for someone if they won. So, but we all lost this week. But anyway, what I was saying was Ray took Blanchfield instead, which was the backup fight. She won anyway, and Robertson won too, so it didn't matter. Then I won. I had Munoz who beat Anders. Alan had Anders, so he has to do 4 for Anders, and then he has to do 3 because Sakai got knocked out by Tuivasa in the second round. So that's 7 for Alan. So later when he's on, he has to do 7 shots. And
Jesus Christ.
Then I have to do 1 because Dan Ige lost. And then Ray, what was the other one?
Randy Costa.
That's right, Randy Costa. I forgot that one.
Yeah, he lost in the second round. So I have to do 3 shots. If you're joining us for the first time, we're getting ready to do our regular pay-per-view game that we do called Tequilaquences. It is a game where we pick 2 fighters via a spinning wheel that slows down or gets faster, or much like what was it? Space Invaders, it gets faster as you take things away. And the point of it is if your fighter loses in the first round, You have to do 4 shots, 3 shots in the second round, third, fourth, or fifth round. You have to do 2. And if by decision, you get to do only 1 shot. And this is for the pain, everybody. This is not because we enjoy it. This is because of all of you that watch us each and every week that we do Bro Plata.
I hate tequila.
Me too. But I'm drinking it with orange and
it's kind of that is kind of the point that we hate tequila. And
then, got Sunny D and tequila.
Later, Alan's going to come on and do his 7. That's the most anyone's had to do. The most so far has been 5. So
yeah, that was you, wasn't it?
Yeah, I had to do 5, and that was fine. I made it, but yeah, and he's only coming on for like the last hour or so, however long, so he's not going to be on that long. So he's going to have to do his pretty quick.
Well, he will. He likes to show off like
he
that.
will. That's why. Yeah, that's why we said that. Listen, we were trying to give you maximum shots, really. We were, but if I couldn't let you keep paying you, that would have been ridiculous.
Yeah, that's we never knew. I mean, for God's sake, that still, again, that's one of the most shocking moments I've ever seen in a UFC fight. And even Dana White put it up there with GSP and oh god,
Sarah,
yeah.
Those are the 3: GSP, Sarah, Holm beating Rousey, and then this one.
I would put this before Holmes and Rousey, like, to me, or because of the fact that Holm already was such a decorated kickboxer and had good. Yeah, well, we'll take those shots and we'll find out, won't we, buddy? Huh?
That picture on his YouTube is like 15 years old.
That's funny.
Yeah.
All righty. Are you ready to do your first shot? I saw you.
Oh yeah, that's all I got to do. Let's knock this out.
All right. I'm actually gonna look at my. I'm gonna watch on my big screen because I have our show up right now. So
all right, let's do this.
And down the hatch.
Fuck.
Oh, even
antibiotics.
Oh,
that's what I'm all drink. That's all I'm drinking tonight.
Can you feel it in your hurting testicles now?
They've been fine, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
The infection's like what? It's like your body is Osmosis Jones. Like
it's moving all over the place. Yeah.
Yeah.
Voiced by Chris Rock. Yeah.
First, my disease was over there. Now it's over, and then they took the disease and put it over there. Now it's in my butthole.
That's true. Here we go. If you had a disease inside of you that was a cartoon and had a famous actor's voice, who would you want to voice your disease that was inside of you? Like Osmosis Jones. I think TJ Miller would be pretty good.
TJ Miller would be a good idea. Yeah. That's a good one. I was gonna say Chris Pratt.
Okay.
Yeah. I think I like Chris Pratt. So
Jesus will heal you from me. What?
Hey,
Bobcat, go away.
Bobcat.
Yeah.
Like Bobcat from the 90s. Yeah.
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 Yeah. I want Mr. Floppy Bobcat Goldthwait, like from Unhappily Ever After. I want
Bob Uecker. I want Bob Uecker.
You have cancer. Tell him what's behind door number 5, Bob. It's chemotherapy.
What are you doing? Oh, I don't. That's not Bob Uecker. You're doing Bob Barker.
Oh, Bob Uecker.
Oh, Bob Uecker. What the hell, Ray? You know who the Uke is? Come on, man.
Okay, then I have one.
Thomas, give it to him.
I'm gonna give one. Doc, is the cancer on my liver just a bit outside?
It's better.
Yeah,
you messed it up. But I had to save you. I had to save you from your terrible, terrible reference. And that's what we're here for. We're here to save Ray from himself.
Yes. This keeps me company because I'm always.
As I was going to say that Ray Highclack, the human 20 car pile up, Ray Highclack, which is something came up in my conversation with Alan last night about something about a 20 car pile up, and I'm like, Ray Highclack is a human 20 car pile up.
That's funny.
Give me 2 seconds. I got to pour this bourbon into a cup because I'm wasting it on myself.
Oh God.
So I got to pour it.
All right, well, put it here. I'll do this. I'm gonna put the camera on me. I have a shot already set up here,
Okay.
so I'm gonna do
I'll put
one.
it on you. I got you.
All right, and then I'll put it back to full screen after that. But you get to watch Pain for those just watching. Put me full screen. This is Tequilaquences. Fuck you, Randy Costa. Fuck. Fuck.
What kind of tequila you got today?
Cabo. I'm finishing. I'm finishing off the Cabo that I have.
Yeah, I've been going. I still have the 1800. I've been going with the silver. You know what?
I got
like silver
Doritos for next year.
Okay. What's the rock tequila?
I can't remember.
Eventually,
if my brother was home, that's what I was gonna have him give me some of. I forget what it's called because he's got both bottles. He's got the gold and the clear.
Yeah.
One of our goals eventually is to get a sponsor for Tequilaquences. However, like we basically our thing is saying how nasty the tequila is, but whatever. It's
all right. I think I'm ready to do my first one.
All right, put yourself on.
Oh boy,
oh my God. Oh, it's so bad.
This is gonna be bad too. Hold on.
Whiskey is at least nice. Like I like a good whiskey.
It depends what it is.
Oh, yeah. Oh no.
Keep it down.
Oh, good Lord.
This is like Nathan's hot dogs. It doesn't count if you throw up. Okay. This is how we do it.
Throwing it up. Jeez.
Oh, well, I got two more. Tim is done.
Right.
So, all right. I'll do another one just because.
Thomas, how many of those hats do you have, man? Those all-star hats?
I only got two. I got Milwaukee and San Fran. Then I got the practice hats. I got Cincinnati and Atlanta. There's this store up here called Sweet Berries.
Yeah.
And they were selling these for $5 a hat.
Nice.
That'll work.
Nice. Oh God.
I'm sweating.
Yeah, no, it went up my spine. Like that shot went up and down my fucking spine. Like my back's on fire.
Mine's still moving.
Oh God.
You know what?
It's just gonna be in your balls for a couple seconds. It's like
right.
You'll be Derek Lewis really quickly, just like my balls is
hot. Yeah.
All right, Thomas, put me on the screen. Let's hurt myself again. Once again to Randy Costa. Go fuck yourself. Ooh, okay. Oh fuck.
It's down.
Yeah, it's there. My awful teeth. Fuck
I'm about to be a G. I'm about to take this one too. But see, I got two, but it's extra liquor in the cup. So that's just going to count as an extra shot that I'm not going to take a closer for. I'm just going to do it. Let's get this one over.
That's why I make mixed drinks, my friend. Mixed drinks help the world go around.
I got a Dr. Pepper cherry.
There we go.
Here just to help me out, but I'm about to get this over with.
Oh, all righty. Thomas is taking his second shot. Is this the last one, I believe?
This is the last one. The other one I'm just going to take while y'all going at it.
All right. Well, that's what she said. But and Thomas looks like the drunk uncle at the barbecue. I love it. He's like, "Come here, give me another shot of whiskey."
I'm breathing fire right now.
Nice.
Oh.
I got one more. All righty. I hate you, Tim.
Why do you hate me, man? Why do you hate me?
Because you only have to do one.
This is payback for the last time when we did it. That's the video I'm editing.
Yeah.
That's going to be the first clip I'm going to put up.
Is us doing Tequilaquences. That's exactly what we should do.
When Tim took the punishment. because I felt bad. Even watching it back, I felt bad because Tim's like,
Yeah, well, yeah. When I got to like the fourth or fifth one, I'm like, yeah, motherfucker. Yeah.
We should find some generic techno, and anytime he does that while he's doing tequila shot,
get out of my head. I
the
know
overlay.
That's what I'm doing. Get out my head.
Yeah. All right. Freed from desire. You're the
Every time we touch, get
it's the feeling. Every time
Oh,
I
this
kiss,
is
I
not gonna
swear I
go
can
well.
fly.
Mm.
Sandstorm playing in the background.
You do not talk about Darude. Darude is the greatest thing.
Tim's scared now.
Sorry, man.
Give him your wallet, Tim.
Thomas, you into that dance metal? Because Alan just bought tickets for us to see Eskimo Cowboy. in
Oh
Columbus.
shit.
Eskimo Cowboy?
Yes.
Eskimo Cowboy sounds like the gayest porn having indigenous people in it. Like,
No, have you not heard Hypa Hypa, Ray?
no.
Oh, I wish we could play it.
I'm a person.
No.
I don't know.
Really? It has millions and millions of views.
This is true. We get those.
Yeah, it's Hypa. No, it's Eskimo Cowboy and Attack Attack
Ooh, okay. I like Attack.
Yeah.
I've heard of Attack Attack.
in Columbus. Where Attack Attack is from Columbus, so that should be fun.
Are they?
Yeah, it's not until like next November. It's like a year from now almost.
Oh,
But he already bought tickets. The tickets went on sale, and we want to make sure we got them. So
Nice. It's is it at Stage AE?
no, it's at I think it's called King of Hearts or something, or King of I don't know, something like that. It's apparently it's right by Alan's house, which it worked out. He's like, I think this place is like
Nice.
2 miles from my house. I'm like, cool. I'm not walking.
Yes, you are.
No.
We need to get you on a workout regimen. If I have to come down there on Saturdays and walk you down the road,
We had to
I'll
walk
drive you
not-
to the
not
bar
that
afterwards.
far from when we came back from the,
That don't
from the
sound
soccer
right,
game,
bro.
and that sucked.
That don't sound right. Walk you down the road. What kind
Yeah, walk your ass
Mhm.
down the road.
Like to walk
No.
your ass down the road. Yeah, I know what he's saying.
Yeah.
Mhm. Walk you down the road, boy.
And then after we're gonna make out. What?
Then we're gonna cuddle. Yeah. Let's get to this, Thomas.
Yeah. Let me see.
Listen,
Yeah.
cardiac kids, man. Again, like, but not for the way you want. Okay, there was a joke I think Seth Meyers did when he hosted the ESPYs about the Miami Heat, like the first year LeBron was there. He said LeBron James, Dwayne Wade, and Chris Bosh called themselves the Big Three after how many quarters they play,
Right.
which is basically what happened with the Browns. They played half, and then they kind of sat it out.
This
They
is
did their
my
best to
thing.
blow that.
This is my thing. They got to put the foot on the. You got to keep going. Stefanski's got to keep going. It's getting ugly. Because
Well, they
Baker's
won,
mad
and they got
yeah.
lucky this week because Cincinnati and Pittsburgh also lost, so they're in second place. But they have to win 3 out of 4 of these games.
And
They
with
need
what
to beat
happened
Vegas
today,
Saturday.
yeah. Well, what happened today?
But I don't think-
You didn't see?
no, I don't think so.
Hey, Alan.
What's up?
8 players on the COVID list, including Jarvis Landry, Jedrick Wills, Austin Hooper. Yeah.
Shit. All right. Great. I'm most worried when linemen go down. Everybody else, I'm like,
been a
we'll
nice
find
season.
somebody, but when linemen go down.
Done well.
Yeah, because I think no, it's right, Alan. I know for sure it's Wells, and it might be another lineman. I can't remember. But 8 players on the COVID list.
Wow.
Great. Hi, Alan.
Hey,
Hey, you're here already. Don't you have dad shit to do?
well, if I don't do it now, I don't know if I can be on at all because of the way timing feeding babies not on their own schedule. Like honestly, if I don't do it now, I probably won't be on till like 10:30. So we're just gonna do it now.
Okay. Did you get tequila? Did you get more tequila?
It sounds like the Browns season is over, huh?
What? No, they won.
Not
They're
yet.
fine. Calm
Yeah.
down. Calm down, Alan. Don't come on. What is this?
I didn't get tequila. I didn't have time to get tequila. And this is just a bottle of rum I've had hanging around. So I'm doing rumishment. Listen, I got my COVID vaccine yesterday. Well, my booster. I don't have time. I don't have time to do anything.
For 3 days, I've been reminding you to get tequila.
I know, but I don't fucking have time, Tim.
Yeah, he has kids. You
The
fucking
liquor store is 6 minutes away
weirdo.
from your house. It's not that hard.
Plus, honestly,
It's one.
Yeah.
I like tequila, so
Yeah.
it's really not like honestly. What would if you want to see me like puke? Whiskey or bourbon? I can't do whiskey or bourbon.
That's the hell I'm doing over here.
Like that to me is worse than tequila.
Tequila's bad. Like
No, Elle and I were talking that eventually we're gonna change this to you have to eat like shitty seafood.
okay.
If you lose, you have to eat calamari from a truck stop,
Ooh.
Oh Jesus!
and we're gonna call that Squid Game. Squid Game.
And the way it ends is exactly how Squid Game. If you don't finish that bad seafood,
we're all
guns will fall
I'm just
down
gonna
or like
rapid
come
fire
out
these,
from
by
the
the way.
wall.
And if you do, you have to dye your
What
hair
have
red.
you on
All right.
solo, Alan, for that?
Yeah, have him on. Yeah, put him on.
He's
full
already
screen.
done 3. You're gonna do 4 more right now.
I know. I'm just trying to get through. I don't know. My kid could wake up at any time. Here, let's look at. He's sleeping. I don't know if this is gonna work.
You should probably go down and see your child. Probably.
No,
should.
Hey, look, he's sleeping on his little monitor. He's just rocking in there. Anyway. So, all right. Just fucking get this show on the road, bro. All right.
Which one is? What is this?
This is
This
4.
is 4.
Okay. 7's a lot. Fine.
Yeah?
Fine. I think I did 7 shots of tequila, honestly, last time I was on.
Probably.
So I'm not too worried about it. But
We could always bank them. We have one more show in 2021.
What? That's all we
okay,
have.
We're just
Yeah, one more. There's one more fight, and that's Lewis versus what's the kid's name?
Yeah, but we were gonna do more shows, weren't we? Gonna show every Tuesday.
we're just gonna
yeah.
knock these out.
Forgot about that.
Are you filling that up?
Well,
Are
I'm
you
filling it
filling
up
that
to the 1 ounce. I'm not filling it up. There's a 1 ounce mark. See if I can show you see the 1 ounce mark.
Get a
That
real
right there.
shot glass.
Well, no, this is a jigger. J
What?
I. Yeah.
So what did you say?
We're not going to
What
repeat
did you
that one.
say?
It starts with a J, Tim.
Well,
No, if I fill this up, it would be 2 ounces, that's a double. Which I guess I
Alan,
can just do.
Ray doesn't know who Eskimo Cowboy is.
no, I thought it was a porn.
That's pretty close. I mean,
It's just guys. It's just guys in like walrus skin jackets, in like Brokeback Mountain style. That's all.
Model wigs and fake mustaches, which is pretty close.
hey, I got some boo everything stuff. So can we throw up the? Oh, hey, question.
Yes.
Can we play a YouTube video without getting
Probably. What is it?
the beginning of the Mask of Zorro?
That is it. The Disney.
know.
Yeah,
It
well,
is.
Disney is weird about their shit. Like
Disney
they'll put
don't play.
copyright.
Well, I took a screenshot. So, anyways, let's just start with this. All right. Billie Eyelash. Billie Eyelash has ruined heavy metal. The kids don't fucking listen to heavy music anymore. It's all this dumbass, spacey ass bullshit. Fucking soft vocals, fucking weak ass music. No one goes to fucking heavy metal shows, which is why Eskimo Cowboy and Attack are playing at a small venue instead of a large venue, which is good for us because it's cheaper. But Billie Eyelash and the likes have ruined heavy metal. Boo on those fucking people.
Well, I mean, has heavy metal ever been really that mainstream to begin with?
Yeah.
Yeah, especially
really
in
heavy?
Ohio, Tim. We're in like the metal belt.
Are we?
Yes.
Can you pull him back? I don't want to stare at his face anymore.
I I guess Rock on the Range is big. That's
Yeah.
always going to be big.
Sonic Temple or whatever it's called. Yeah.
Yeah. But I just feel like it's declined. Like it just was like when you would go to fucking what's that show? I forget now. It was huge every year. It was all alternative music. It was just Warped Tour.
Oh, okay, yeah, I went to
That used to be massive. Now there's like 5 people. Just saying.
Probably is more bands than people at Warped Tour now.
We're seeing a cultural shift away from heavier music, and it's fucking awful, and everyone should be ashamed of themselves. All right.
But that's why you listen to
know.
black metal and shit. Like black metal is like it, and plus, like, who doesn't love a Finnish accent? I love, like, so good.
Well, the thing with the internet now, you can just find whatever you want. Like you don't like it doesn't have to be played on the radio for it to survive. There's a lot of stuff I love that's never played on the radio.
Well,
right?
So it just
basically you just have to make sure the kids know about the metal. Raise your kids on metal, Alan. Raise your kids on the metal.
Alan, how do you feel about melodic metal?
Any and all metal is good metal.
Fear My Thoughts, Mercenary, and Scar Symmetry. Look those 3 groups up.
It sounds like horror movies.
Yeah, well, I like the last one. That one sounds like a sweet ass band.
Scar Symmetry makes you want to be smart because of the stuff that they talk about in their metal.
Okay,
like you got to be educated to listen to that.
Like Sabaton, you got to have like a master's in history to know what the hell's going on in Sabaton.
I am not familiar with
Sabaton.
those, so I just added them, and I'll take a look at it because all metal is good.
Alan,
and melodic metal sounds great.
Have you heard of Sabaton? They just all their songs are about like war battles. They're all about historic war battles.
They're insane. They're really good.
That actually sounds pretty rad.
Yeah,
but these
it's
are
like
niche.
if all your history teachers started a band.
Yes.
That's amazing. But I'm just sad that they're niche, right? Like if that band came to town, they're playing at a small venue. Like they should be playing at big venues. At least,
but it's guaranteed to sell out though, because there is like Sabaton has. I've gone on a date I've gone on a date with a girl who's like super into Sabaton. She got me into them, and I was like, what is this fucking crazy shit? And I like melodic metal. Like melodic metal to me is just so goddamn good. Especially if done right. Like there's actually a metal band that did a version of the Ivan Polka, which is like became a meme where this blind like Arab dude was playing on a drum and he was actually doing the song. They did a metal version of it. It's probably my favorite metal song of all time. It's perfect. It's like Alestorm metal kind of shit. I love Alestorm. So good.
I need to fucking look that up because that sounds amazing. But also, I could go to like a fucking Mushroomhead show 10 years ago, and it would be just fucking ram-packed. Like people would be going nuts. Like I haven't been to a Mushroomhead show in a while, so I don't know how they are. So you guys tell me, is it still the same?
I mean, the last Mushroomhead show I went to was like October. It was like the day before Halloween. No, that was Guar. I went to a Halloween show or an October show of Mushroomhead and Men Are on the Lake, and it was pretty like packed. It was a smaller venue, but they had probably like 100, 150 people in there, and they played it like it was the Agora during the Halloween show. Like to me, that's why I love Mushroomhead is they put on a show no matter what venue they're at. And that's what I appreciate about like, especially Cleveland metal. Cleveland metal is very showmany to begin with. It's got like a hint of pro wrestling and like some theater because of Playhouse Square and everything. So you have that and you're just like, yes, this is why I love Mushroomhead. Like this, you go to and J-Man's really, I think J-Man and Stitch are the only 2 original members left.
Really?
Yeah, but their new shit's awesome too. Like the shit that came out during the pandemic.
Can't fucking
it's probably some of their best stuff.
I went and saw them when J-Man was on a hiatus. So he came back for the Halloween show and it was fucking lit. Like they just dropped
was
the
it
curtain.
2012?
Oh man.
Was it at the Agora?
No, it was at the House of Blues in Cleveland.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Yeah,
I was at the Agora show when he came back in like 2012.
Yeah, it was lit as fuck. That show was great. Anyways, all I'm saying is all these soft musicians are ruining heavy metal. All right.
Alan tried to get me to. He told me that Shinedown was coming today, and I told him I had no interest in that at all.
Why not?
Shinedown.
These guys
Fuck
used to
Shinedown.
jerk off to Shinedown in high school. So
We
I
talked
was
about the
thinking it was
Shinedown
right
hasn't
up
been
his
good
alley.
since 2007.
And
Yeah, they've been garbage.
They're probably going to play all their old songs, Tim.
yeah,
No, they're gonna play not just the old songs. They were only playing the first 2 albums, maybe.
those are the best albums.
I know. I'm saying they're only playing those. Maybe the rest is garbage. They've gone hard downhill.
Who cares?
Yeah,
This
they
is
sound
the
like
old
a
shit.
Christian rock band.
I do. I care a lot. Sure. The last time in 2012, I was at a festival. They were headlining. We left before they played. Like that's enough of that. Anyway, what else? What else you pissed about,
All right.
Alan?
Now, I could rant about this for fucking like probably a good hour and a half, but Netflix has ruined Cowboy Bebop.
They canceled Cowboy Bebop.
Yeah, they
I thought you
fucking
said you
ruined it.
liked it. You said you liked
I loved it. The problem is now because of what they did, they stuck so true to the original feel of Cowboy Bebop, which is fucking not everyone's cup of tea. It was a very controversial anime. Not everyone liked it. It was very untraditional as far as anime goes when it came out at the time. It was on Adult Swim. It was fucking a little out there, right? And they stuck so true to the campiness of it that it ruined it. A major studio is not going to look at this series for this franchise for another 20 fucking years. So our live action Cowboy Bebop is fucking gone.
Okay.
But if
They
they didn't
fucking
do that, people like you still be pissed if they didn't do that. You'd be like, why didn't they stay true to the anime? Blah blah blah. That's
No, they did. They did.
I know,
They did it.
but
So
if they didn't, you'd be pissed that they didn't.
I don't know how it feels, Tim, because they didn't
You'd
fucking
be
do it.
pissed. You
So-
hate everything, so you'd be pissed.
I hate Netflix.
You be here right now bitching just about Cowboy Bebop, but for a different reason. Guaranteed.
Probably, but I'm fucking pissed that Netflix ruined it. I'm fucking. That franchise is now in the dirt, 6 feet under, because Netflix fucked it up. Well, people fucked it up. I don't know who fucked it up. I feel like the critics fucked it up.
That's who fucked it up.
Yeah.
Is the critics and the people. Like true anime fans that really love Cowboy Bebop liked the live action series. But everybody wants their own thing. And like you said, it's the campiness. They
Right.
couldn't take it. So that's what fucked it up. But I will say this. Amazon Prime, maybe Amazon Studios may be where it goes. Because they're looking for that.
Oh, are they looking at it?
Yeah.
That's fucking awesome because I loved it. And, it had its issues. Like the whole Faye narrative was a little weird. Not that I'm against LGBTQI plus or whatever it is now, but it was irrelevant to the storyline. Like it really didn't add anything. And it was kind of just like, it was like a soup episode. Really, it was very soupy, which that's kind of traditional anime. But Cowboy Bebop didn't do soup until like the 3rd session. It's like I said, I could talk about this for like an hour and a half. But Netflix fucked it up, and the critics and the people, someone fucked it up.
Yeah,
and fuck them.
We have 4.
All right. The Grinch just needed some fucking vitamin D. Hear me out. Hear me out. That motherfucker spent all day sitting in a cave eating fucking garbage. Like glass, banana peels, whatever the fuck else. He gets out in the sun's coming up, and all of a sudden that motherfucker grows a heart. He just needed some goddamn vitamin D. No one fucking thought, hey, this motherfucker sitting in a cave with no sun for the past 25 years, motherfucker needs some vitamin D. He could have taken a supplement.
So if he was just supplementing, he would have been fine.
Right. No, he goes outside for 30 fucking minutes, and all of a sudden he's like, holy shit, I'm an asshole, and Christmas is fine. Take your vitamin D, kids. All right.
That's a good point. You might be right.
He just needed some fucking vitamin D. All right. Now we can't pull up the Mask of Zorro because we'll get fucking flagged or whatever. But First off, I want to just start by saying The Mask of Zorro is a goddamn masterpiece. That movie is amazing. Antonio Banderas is fucking badass in that movie. But in the beginning of the movie, the opening scene is fucking Anthony Hopkins as Zorro, like saving these 3 dudes from getting hung, right? So they're about to hang these 3 random people. Or no, they're not about to hang them. They're about to shoot their fucking asses. Anyways, 3 people. How many people do you need to shoot 3 people with a gun?
1.
All right, Tim, come on. This is a muzzle loaders. Muzzle loaders. It's the 1800s.
Okay.
How many muzzle loaders to shoot 3 people?
Well, still 1, but 3 would be quickest.
3. Right. These motherfuckers. 4 fucking guards. Count them. How many fucking people? Look at this. You got 3 motherfuckers over here. Right? Over here. Wait. Can't do this. 3 motherfuckers right here. And you got 4 fucking dudes with a gun about to shoot these poor bastards. One of those dudes is getting shot twice, and that is fucking injustice.
No, what had happened is one of those 4 guys is like someone's nephew, and they're letting them feel special, but they actually got an actual shooter there to actually, because they know that
they know his fucking gun.
They know Jeff can't hit shit, so they just put Jeff out there in the line, but they also get Bill who can actually shoot there too, because they know Jeff's gonna miss.
You don't need 4 motherfuckers to shoot 3 people. Also,
I'm saying one of them has blanks, or is gonna miss, and they know.
So it's just like a.
They're just trying to make him feel special. Yeah.
So just aim at some random person. What if they all shoot the same person?
He's a firing squad guy in training. It's like when you go to a restaurant and there's like a person following your server around. You're like, why is this person stalking my server? It's like that. It's like that.
Hey, my kid's getting up.
Shadowing the. Okay.
Mask of Zorro was a goddamn masterpiece. This was back when white people could play Mexicans. God bless Anthony Hopkins.
Anthony played a black guy.
Oh my god.
Oh god.
Yeah, Anthony Hopkins not only played Hispanics, but he also played a black guy.
Yes,
he did.
Yeah.
So did Ben Kingsley. Ben Kingsley played Gandhi, for Christ's sake.
Yeah.
And then a fake Asian in Iron Man 3. Hi, John.
Hey. His best performance as a fake Asian.
Hey, I don't know. If you've ever seen Gandhi, he does a very good job. Or the Love Guru, because he's like the head muckety. I am going to pour stuff down my thing, and hello. You're like, oh God, you're a white man. Stop it. Stop. You're English. Why are you even trying? Oh my God. Yeah. John 209 just brought up a great one. Pull that fucking comment up. My favorite one.
I forgot about that.
When he was fucking when John Wayne played Genghis Khan in like 1963. I'm Genghis Khan, Pilgrim.
What's that movie?
I'm
movie
gonna
with
take
the talking
your
robot?
land and rape your women. What are you gonna do about it? A Western style fight breaks out like right as he's saying that.
Pulls out his revolver, starts shooting people.
Yeah. We had these back in the 1400s.
Yeah, what is it? In Short Circuit, there's an Indian dude who's played by a white dude. They just painted him.
It's good. Soul Man. Good. That's always the one. Yeah. You look at Soul Man, he took tanning pills to be black. Like, what the fuck? The 80s? Like, what are you doing? Stop it.
Hey, they're remaking West Side Story, but at least they're casting Hispanics. I mean, some of them were in the first one, but Natalie Wood played Maria. She's white as a sheet. So yeah,
that movie actually just came out, and apparently, like the opening weekend was like $10 million.
I'm excited to see it.
It bombed, dude. Yeah, so I'm kind of worried. I'm excited though for next Friday.
Well,
Next
number one, the
Friday's gonna
original
be-
one's just
or
fine.
this
except for
Friday
the
is gonna
fact
be
there's
dope.
white people in it.
This Thursday is gonna be yeah.
Thursday, Friday is gonna be awesome. I need to
Yeah.
get tickets for probably Friday. I might go.
Spider-Man. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. If I feel all right, I'm gonna probably go Thursday or Friday.
The
I'm
I
excited,
I fear that movie a little bit. Like as a guy who loves Spider-Man movies, I feel like it's gonna be a Red Letter Media. You guys familiar with Red Letter Media? They do a lot of like movie watch-alongs and stuff. There's one guy who would do these sarcastic things, like when Star Wars came out, he was like, "Look, the Millennium Falcon," like being that like nostalgia voice. And I fear that's gonna be like, look, Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield. Like
is.
it's gonna be sort of like that.
How great would it be if they were able to keep that all under wraps? That would have been great.
They
That'd
have
be nice.
kinda.
Yeah.
I mean, but we expect it.
Yeah, it's
No, the cameo I want is the original Peter Parker from the 70s Spider-Man.
they
Put him in
said
there.
they said that he didn't get a call. And it's I read that in a few articles. I've been following like news on this movie.
No, honestly,
lot.
Ray, you had the best idea. Like if that song "Hero" by Chad Kroeger and Josie Scott is not in the movie, it's gonna be a bummer. That
my
song
God.
better be in the movie.
Oh.
You want to talk
I wanna
about
see, like Josie Scott just street performing it.
yes.
That's probably what he's up to anyway.
Someone told me love was on her. Like, how do you not? Wouldn't that be awesome? Like, just all of a sudden, all three Spider-Men land on the fucking Empire State Building, and you hear,
Then
hear-
in the sea, yeah.
yes, and they
Yes.
say that a hero can save us. Like, it would be so good.
It's a missed opportunity if they don't. It really is.
I laughed and coughed for like 10 minutes because of what you said. You're like, that is a brilliant idea. Soul Man is a movie from the 80s with C. Thomas Howell, yes, where he takes medication to turn black to get in a college scholarship. Yeah, that's a weird movie that was created. But no, seriously, fucking I will write to Disney and Marvel Studios until it's put in. You have to shoot that scene and put it on like the Disney Plus version. There has to be. You have to have that. How it would be an injustice if you have Tobey Maguire and that fucking song isn't in there. Get the fuck out of here, all of you. Like, I don't want you to be anywhere near the movie because you ruined it. That would be so fun. So fun.
Well, they do got a second trilogy coming, so if they don't put it in this one, they can put it in the next one.
Spider-Man 4 with Tobey Maguire, and all of a sudden, and they say that a hero. Like, yes. I would honestly, stand and applaud at that point. Like, it would get a standing ovation from me if that fucking song was at the end of Spider-Man No Way Home.
Yeah, because this is like the only song from any of those soundtracks that we remember, right? Because
yeah.
So yeah, it absolutely needs. It won't because we want it to be, but I hope it is.
So good. I'm gonna do my last shot, and then we'll talk about some fights and stuff. But let's do this final shot, Thomas, if you could.
Gotcha.
I'm already gagging. That's nice.
I might do another one.
Oh God, don't you dare. You're on medication, you fucker. I'm just high. So all right. 3, 2, 1. Oh, I blew snot. That's not good. Oh shit. I blew snot. All right. Thomas, take me off completely. Put you guys back on. I'm gonna go wipe my nose.
Okay.
I just did one too.
I'm out of liquor.
Now I'm done drinking.
I'm out of liquor, so I'm gonna be goofy. I don't know how this is gonna end, but yeah.
See, the best part about Alan doing all those shots is seeing what happens to him 10 minutes after. Now we don't get to see that.
Oh, that baby's gonna have stories to tell.
His whole life, yeah.
By the way, I love that Lumberjacks jersey.
Oh, thank you. I was gonna bring it up. I'm like, look at my drip. This is my favorite sweater. I got this last year.
Okay.
It's where's the other side? Yeah, it's I mean, it's sold by the Monsters. It's not a jersey, it's a sweater that looks like a jersey.
Oh shoot. I thought it was a jersey.
Yeah,
that nice though.
It's awesome. It is my favorite. So thank you. It's awesome. I love it. Like last year when they were selling them, when I saw they existed, they only had 3X left. I'm like, I'm getting one.
Yeah. Some things you just got snatched when you see them.
Yeah. It was it's pretty awesome. I think it was like $40, which isn't too bad for a big sweater.
No, that's not bad at all.
Yeah. It's
so while Ray's going, you want to talk about another team that's occupying the Romo Fijo that's doing well without a certain person that I hate?
Colin Sexton?
I like Colin.
Who are you talking about?
Talking about them Cavs. But I hate LeBron James, you know.
Oh, LeBron. Okay, I thought you meant okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, they're probably gonna make the playoffs. So with it, dude, Kevin Love's been playing like old school Kevin Love a little bit. It's been nice. Yeah, I like to go up and see them. Yeah, they've been playing great. They won again last night. They're in the Ben Simmons sweepstakes, right?
Yeah, they are. But do you want him on this team?
I don't know.
I'm kind of happy.
I don't think he'd hurt. You wouldn't think he'd hurt, but I don't know.
I don't think he'd hurt, but if they sign Colin or tell Colin, look, this is what we're going to sign you for, I'd rather see the team with Colin than Ben.
Yeah, me too. I mean, Ben Simmons is such a weird player because he's a point guard who can't shoot. It's so weird.
Right.
It's weird.
So they're already talking about Jared Allen's a for sure all-star. So this makes all-star weekend that much more fun.
Yeah. Who do we move for Allen? That
was Drummond part of that trade? No, Drummond wasn't part of that trade. Who did we trade for Allen?
I don't remember. I don't either.
Mr. Allen? 29 or 2 for 50.
What?
$10?
The only Allen that matters, Jared Allen.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, dude, Cavs has some trees. How many 7-footers they have? Like 4? Yeah, I mean Allen and Markkanen and Taco Fall when he plays. He's the tallest. He's the tallest player in the NBA, right? I think he is.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
So man, they're just a lot of fun to watch. I'm just glad. I love to see this team being a team. And not based around one player. I love it.
Oh yeah, it absolutely is not, because every time you look at the scores, when I see they win and look at the scores, it's a different leading scorer every night. So I think 2 days ago it was Kevin Love, and last night it was I don't know who it was.
But yeah,
it's different. Every night is a different leading scorer, and that's good, man. That's fun. Kind of. I mean, listen, Cavs winning is great no matter what. I like when LeBron was here because we won a championship, but seeing good team basketball is great. That's one of the reasons I watch college basketball more than I watch the NBA. It's just because of the style they play. And our buddy Chris Clem, the comic, has a joke about how people said that they don't like the NBA because college plays the right way. He's like, no, you like them because they play the white way. Which is a funny joke. Because it's true. It probably is some racism there why people say they like college basketball more. Not always, but I'm saying I like the way they move the ball more and whatnot. But now that NBA is such more of a shooting game now.
It is. But that's what makes it special with the Cavs. But I just had to get your opinion before we got off.
If I'm feeling better, I'm hoping I'm going to get to one of those games. Definitely going to go to the UFC in Columbus.
Yeah, my buddy is going to buy tickets to that as well. So we'll probably do a Columbus show. We'll have Alan on.
Yeah,
that's in March.
Me and Alan are probably going to go. I'll probably stay with Alan. So far, unless they added fights today, the main event is Blachowicz and Rakic.
That's a dope main event too.
That's a good fight. I don't think it's going to go 5 rounds though.
There's going to be a knockout.
Who's going to win. Thanks, Casey.
Tim, God loves you. I mean, if you knew
And,
what was going on right now with Tim, then I don't think that's the real thing.
Don't say that.
Nah.
Wow.
Hi, Claire Parker,
Don't
with your
be like
weird
that.
stuff right there.
After you guys talk about these fights, I want to talk about next month's card because next month's heavyweight bout has me interested, and I have a question because I want y'all's opinion.
Okay. All
right. Also, I think Sarah McMahon is fighting on that card, and
Sarah McMahon
and Amanda Hebus and Michelle Watterson are fighting on that card. So those are the three fights
I want to go to that fight badly now. That sounds like a really dope card so far.
Yeah, listen, Amanda Hebus never responded to my marriage proposal from like episode 2.
I know.
Maybe we'll get an answer in Columbus.
That's his Ember Moon, Thomas. That's
okay.
That's an inside thing between me and Thomas that I still to this day I wish we could have pulled that off. Oh, that would have went viral as fuck on the wrestling internets, and I'm so sad a snowstorm fucked that up.
Then she goes and gets engaged, ruins my dreams. Then I find another love of my life in Toni Storm. She gets engaged. I'm like, whatever.
Yeah, that was me and Jessica Havoc for a hot minute, and now she's engaged to Sammy Callahan. So I'm like, that was probably one of the more funny picture moments I've ever had in my life. There's somewhere on the internet, there's a picture of me and Jessica Havoc, and this is the early days of Jessica Havoc. And she has her hand like on my chest, sort of like, oh, I'm cute. I'm a female wrestler and this guy wants a photo with me. And she was like, I said something where it was like, no, it's a great photo. My girlfriend won't like it, but, and she like freaked out. I'm like, no, fuck it. I don't care. You're Jessica goddamn Havoc. I paid $20 for this because I like you. You're an awesome female wrestler.
I got one more quick wrestling story before we board Tim.
It's already happened, Thomas.
I know.
They
Tim
built
has
that
no
sheet.
imagination.
They built that sheets over here on 91, right?
Yeah.
So I'm going to get gas, and dude has on an AIW hoodie.
Uh-huh.
So I told him, nice hoodie, because it was a nice AIW hoodie. And I said, did you go to the show? He says, yeah, I went. And he says, every time I go and Matt Cardona shows up, he actually has a picture that he takes with him, with him and Matt Cardona. And then they take a picture with the picture of him and Matt Cardona.
Yeah, that makes sense. That's definitely a wrestling fan, if there ever was one. Jesus Christ. That's it. I need to say this about our fandom. Like, I noticed this on the last show I went to back on Black Friday, which was like the nerdiness of all of us.
Yeah, we are.
Is so palpable in the air, but once that bell rings, it becomes fuck yeah, we're fucking watching this. Like, it's so wonderful. I dropped $50 on just wrestling magazines. One of them's from 1965. That's the oldest thing I own. It's and one of my most valuable possessions now, because I'm just like, oh, this is back when like 9,000 people would see weekly wrestling. Like, yes,
that is one of the best years. 1965 was one of the good ones. Not as good as 1966 or 1967.
Well, 1965 had a Thunder Kiss that was completely awesome,
right?
And we heard about the legend in the White Zombie song, so at least there's that.
Right? How come you gave up on buying me a Christmas present? Because it had something for you.
I bought us a Christmas gift. I dropped $200 on a year of StreamYard.
You can't call that because I've already been paying more than that for the last year. So it's really just your turn.
I know. That's why I'm like,
it's not a Christmas.
I wanted to be like, yay, we don't have to worry anymore.
No, I found Iron Sheik socks I was going to send you.
With like the toe, with like the bendy toes.
I don't think so.
Oh, then they're not like the boots he wore in WWE, which had like the curl to them. That's my favorite Iron Sheik.
No,
curly toe.
They just had a cartoon of him on them.
Oh, I would have worn those. Yeah, I would have worn those. Those would have probably been the cleanest pair of socks I own.
Yeah, and you would have to wear them every time you came to the house because usually you don't wear socks, so you'd have to wear them.
Yeah.
So
I asked my mom for skate lace flip flops. Like there's these flip flops that are made out of with like the thing that keeps your foot on the actual thing. Is skate laces, and I saw those on like Facebook, and I was like, I have to have these. Like, come on, these are amazing. I will not wear those, and I'll wear them in the wintertime. I don't give a fuck. Those are amazing to have. I'll wear them with socks. I don't care. Like those things will be on my feet all the time. I'll look like Eric Cribley towards the end of him doing stand-up where he just wore flip-flops all the time.
Again, only you and me get that.
I don't care. I love that man to death. I need to get a hold of him. But I want those badly. But yeah, I would wear Iron Sheik socks all the time.
I see them right now. I'm looking at them. Okay, I get it.
Yeah.
You can't really tell they're different unless you really look up at them up close.
Yeah. Yeah, the skate laces are really the only thing that sells if you're looking at those. So they look fun. They've got they actually have NHL players' names that you can like embroider on the shit. And,
those are fun. Okay.
Yeah, I wear them. I like those. It would give me something to wear to jujitsu. That's interesting. So.
Okay. I see them now.
But and this year for Christmas, like I don't know what anybody is getting me. Like my mom, I didn't
you don't deserve shit.
Well, I do.
Do you?
Because I worked hard all year.
I deserve presents. I was good,
and I killed a lot of bugs.
Oh yeah, you kept the job a whole year. Maybe you do actually. Finally.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
I know it's almost the second longest job I've ever had. So, my employment history reads like that of the resume of a porn star. It's just job after job after job. Some of them the same day, which was weird.
Again, because I already told Ray a present that I thought about getting him that I'm not getting him. I have one for Thomas too that I thought about but didn't get. The shipping was more than the actual item.
Damn.
I know.
Where'd you get it? A Wish?
I forget what it was. It was a is it Rammstein or Rammstein? Rammstein coffee mug. That was all I want for Christmas is Rammstein. It has them wearing Santa hats, like a cartoon of them in Santa hats.
Yes.
Now I'm sorry saying that now that you're not getting it. But the thing is,
continue.
It's like $11, but the shipping was like $15.
So, yeah, because they're shipping it from Germany, like their warehouses.
I don't know. Every time I try to buy something internationally, my card gets shut off. So,
I've never had that, but you get your card shut off a lot.
I do, and you know what? I don't really mind it because it means that they're paying attention and that they but the time that they did it at CVS was weird because I didn't buy anything weird. I just went to CVS and
it was weird for you. They've seen your card history. They knew something was up.
Well, I usually go to Rite Aid, so maybe that's why, because I have a lot of purchases from Rite Aid. Maybe, and then I saw one for CVS. I thought maybe it wasn't me. I don't know.
That would be hilarious. Oh my God, he's going off brand. Shut it down. Shut it down.
Right. Right. He's a McDonald's man. He can't go to Burger King. Shut it down.
He's trying to get Wendy's fries? I think not.
I have a hard
Steak
rotation.
And Shake. What does he think? He's fancy?
All the fast food places around me, they're all on rotation. And you know what? I don't like any of them anymore. I really don't. Like none of them are like, oh, this is a treat for me today. It's like I have no food at home. I got to eat something. And I think I've become desensitized to fast food. None of it's good anymore. Even Chipotle is good, but the last time I had it, I'm like, all right, I've had this a million times.
Yeah, Sheets is still my number one place.
Jeez,
Like,
really? What do you get
yeah,
from Sheetz?
chili dogs usually.
I mean, I eat Sheets
And
because sometimes it's
they
the
have
only thing open.
fried pickles now.
Wait, where's Sheets get fried pickles?
Like probably it was during the pandemic, so like a year ago maybe.
Sheetz
No,
is the only
probably
thing I can get pick up 24 hours around me. So if there's certain
I
times
can
that
imagine.
it's the only thing open. So sometimes I'll go there when I'm sleeping and waking up at a weird time and I'm hungry and there's no food at the house. I'm like, well, I have one choice.
And it's
so.
Sheets. Yeah,
Sheetz.
Sheets
Don't
is
eat
the
Sheetz.
best. Like it's the best microwave cooking I've
Right.
ever
Well,
had in my life.
Yeah, and because of that, you can get a burger at 4 a.m. or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah,
It's
fine.
it's the perfect like and I actually have a joke about this now that I'm trying to work out. But there was a gentleman that was getting really belligerent with management, and the the guy was like, "I'll fucking take all of you out. I'm licensed and certified." And I'm like, well, this just became a Die Hard movie, so I'm gonna leave. Like this.
That's kind of funny. You know what I noticed about your comedy? Can I say something honest about your comedy?
Yeah, feel free.
Sometimes I don't know if you're trying to tell a story or trying to tell a joke. Like, you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah,
You know what
no,
I mean by
I
that?
get you.
Because because if you're telling a story, then you gotta you gotta punch it up or whatever, and then there's a big payoff, and then but if it's a joke, then you gotta get to it, nail it, and then move. You know, you gotta do one or the other. I'm not saying you have to do one or the other through a whole set, but like one premise, you have to do one or the other.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. Like,
Okay.
I try. It's much like what goes on in my own brain. I try and do a lot all at once.
That's all editing.
And
That's really editing. So this,
yeah, and I'm terrible
record
at
your
it.
yeah, me too. But record your shit because every time I listen to shit, I'm like, fuck. I'm like, I know what I have to do. I need to cut that out. That's like I've been doing the stupid van bit forever, but I've been working on it the whole time. Like I've still changed it every once in a while. Like because it used to be like this long. Now I can get it done in like a minute 45.
That's like my white trash shit. Like my white trash shit, I've finally got it to where it's like I talk about myself in a descriptive way, punchline, do a descriptor, punchline, and then go from, just move on from that joke and try and build a set from there. Like that's what I'm trying to do now. Is I actually wrote a pro dominatrix joke on my way to go to a an album or a recording of comedy yesterday at the Garage Shop. John Bruton's doing that now, which is going to be awesome. It's a monthly show where he's going to post stuff to Sirius XM and a few other places and try and get people some, payment and all that kind of stuff. So
that's cool. I really,
very much so.
I've been missing putting the show together.
You should and have me on it.
Well, the thing I wish I had a good room down here. I don't right now. I know there. I think
Yeah.
I told you there's a place that our buddy Marty Drexler told me about that he knows the guy who owns it, and he talked to Marty, and Marty doesn't really have the time to do it. So he hey, I might have you set this up if he wants a show. And I checked the place. It's in Yorksville. I checked the place out, and I'm like, I'm like, okay, I kind of understand the vibe of the show. It's not a perfect venue, but I'll definitely do it. But
fuck yeah.
Every once in a while, you'll find a place that has a perfect setup for comedy, and the owners are cool, and they'll let you run it the way you want to run it. And as long as it's successful, they don't care, and they'll let you try it your way, and that's awesome. I had that with Buzzman a while ago. I really wish I had that again. Weekly would never work down here because we'll never be able to get enough time.
Yeah, you would have to do monthly in that area
monthly,
for sure.
I missed, man. The weekly was fun, but every once in a while I wouldn't have comic. Well, not really. Anyway, all right.
I'm trying to get this one show up here where I can host it weekly. Trying to get that together. I have to eat or message the guy tomorrow and find out what's going on with it. But
make sure that the thing is about that, if they're timid about having comedy, they're like, okay, maybe
It's
then
a
don't do
place
it.
that's done comedy before.
Okay.
A friend of ours has, and we've had his dad on the show.
Oh, you talking Toast Place?
Yeah, I'm trying to get that show because I want that show. It's right here. I live in the county, and I'm
that's a great
from
spot.
Menor,
Yeah.
so
That place is a side room, which is perfect. I mean,
it's perfect. And I want to have I want to have a weekly show out here because I think it would work, especially right now.
You talked to Jerry?
Yeah. We've been. That's who I've been talking to. I'm not gonna go over his head. Fuck
Oh,
that.
right.
What am I, a monster?
No,
Jesus
that would be a dick move. Yeah.
That's a huge dick move, dude. I mean, I've run shows in Painesville. That's about it.
You're one
and
dick move away from everyone just not talking to you anymore.
I don't know. I feel like that happened years ago, to be honest. Like,
Okay, it's already happened. All right.
yeah, I just don't remember it, and people like don't acknowledge it. You know what I'm saying? Where it's like, Ray's here. He keeps showing up. Okay.
Well, you know what though, there is a bit of a leeway because I had that for a minute too for something else that had nothing to do with comedy, but we're all shitheads, so like it's like, well,
Yes.
we're all fucking monsters. We all probably have a moment of being fucking monster, and it happens. But I don't know, as long as as far as comedy goes, you're not fucking people over, which when I absolutely positively made sure didn't happen when I was running shows. Yeah,
I feel like I'm always fair with when I pay people too. Like I've paid
too.
comics to do stuff, and
I
don't.
They always
because I don't want to fuck them over. Like why?
Right. I always tell them what they're getting up front, and they always get it. Yeah. Always, like I said
we're not Chris Kettler. All right. We're not Chris Kettler.
There's one owner that asked if he could pay me less. I'm like, no. I'm like, and he ended up paying me what we talked about. But I'm like, listen, I'm like, if you don't pay me what we talked about, I have to pay all those guys out of my own pocket.
Yeah.
And I don't want to do that. He's like, you do? I'm like, yeah, because I told him so much, and I can't not give them what. And plus, the show was in Dover. They all came a long way. So yeah, that's how that works.
I'm gonna say
if it happened, I would have paid out of my pocket, out of my own pocket.
I'm gonna say this. Beside, and don't take offense, you have one of the more when you paid me for the show that I did for you with Jerry and Brian Kenny. I wasn't expecting to get paid. I was just expecting to get stage time and have some fun with you. And I hadn't seen you in a while. And like you paid me, so you treated me well when it came to that show. So I have no reason.
That show sucked.
Like it was a horrible show, but it was.
I think the reason I paid you is because of how, like, you just fucking went for it, and you said this is where I am. I'm already here. I'm gonna try to do my best, and you did. So
yeah,
I probably would have paid you anyway, but I didn't. I just but
no.
I didn't tell you. I didn't tell you were gonna get paid. So you didn't expect to get paid. So, but I didn't.
You and
get
Steve
paid
Guy both have paid me when I didn't expect it.
I lost my check, so it's my fault. I don't know what happened to it.
Oh, Timothy,
never found it. But yeah, and Brian Kenny got his money, and even though the show sucked, but it wasn't anyone's fault. It wasn't even my fault.
I love when I stopped caring. I remember exactly the moment I stopped caring about the set, and it became funnier because I could feel it with especially the drunk girls that were at the bar that were paying attention. Is when that whole group of people came in and just were talking loud, and I just kept going and going and droning, and they left. I'm like, no, fucker! What the hell, man? And then I was like, good. I walked them. They're assholes.
I might be able to get another one in that place in the upstairs room because I won't do it unless we
upstairs would be great for that. I think.
I didn't know they had an upstairs room. They never use it. It's a wine room, and the tables are bolted into the floor, so it's gonna be kind of crowded. But the thing is, it's a small room, so if we get 20, 30 people, it's a good spot. But I don't know if they'll pay me more than $200 total. So we'll see. This is all they've been paying bands. So if I offer to do it, they may not. So I might have to. I mean, I can do it for that.
Just make sure they advertise it too. I mean, that's the one big thing.
No, that's the thing. They don't do that. So I'll have to do it myself now. I'll have to get flyers from Bill Squire. Not Bill Squire. Bill Stone.
Bill Stone.
He'll do it. Flyers probably. Bill does good flyers. Actually, our dude Scott Corbin did the flyers. That popped up recently. That flyer on Facebook, and that flyer was great. that he made. Scott made a great flyer for that.
For what?
That show, the Factory Street show.
Oh, okay. Scott Corbin made that?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it was good. It was really good. Anyway, we're talking about shit no one told. I hope we have enough. I try to put enough context in it to understand. You might not know who we're talking about people wise, but it's just we're talking about shows. And at a bar down here that it didn't go well because it was in the main bar area and it was on a Friday or Saturday, right? And it just didn't work because
it was like a Saturday.
Yeah, because people were in there to drink and it just didn't work. You need a separate room for stuff like that, or do it on an off night.
Yeah. That's like, why I liked like Barrio back in the day. It was a nice little side room.
Yeah.
And it would get full of people who wanted to see stand-up comedy at times, and other times people would be completely surprised by stand-up, which are my favorite shows. Those are always my favorite ones where people don't realize that, like High and Dry in Tremont, which is Bill Squire's new show. At High and Dry bar. It's a really good room, but there are a lot of people that get surprised by comedy there, and I love that. No, I love it because that's a challenge. You have to get them to like you, and I want to see if I can do that. And it four times out of 10, it usually what happens.
If I wasn't a comic, or like if I was in a city where I didn't expect to perform comedy, and we went to a bar and there was a show, I would have been like, no, this is not why we didn't come out to watch a comedy show. Let's go somewhere else, or just leave, But the thing is, we'll leave if you don't want to be there. But anyway, well, I'm not going to tell people to leave a bar because they're having you do comedy. I can tell them to leave. But the brewery by me, the 5 Barrel I took you to.
Yeah,
I think for that to work, because they only have the one room, I think the only way that would work is if we did it on a day they're usually not open. I think they're not open like Monday, Tuesday right now.
I was also thinking maybe the summer on the patio.
The patio, that might work too.
Yeah, that when we were outside that place, I looked at the patio and I'm like, this would be great for a comedy. Like that area is so nice. And then do a summer show. Just do a summer series of shows on that patio and charge like $5. I think it would work.
I don't know if the charging would work, but unless we did it on a day where they're not open. That's what I thought about doing with Mike Conley, because he's on the radio now here, and that's right down the street from the radio station. If we did a ticketed show on a day they're not open,
that would be fun,
like a Monday, Tuesday. So anyway, so there's that inside stuff. Sorry, Thomas.
Oh, you're fine. I was gonna ask Ray, did you look in the Garage Bar at all? Because they had a little thing, or do you not?
Yeah, Garage Bar. I like that place. What?
Who used to run that show?
It's been under a bunch of people. Gary. He has a brother who's funnier than him. I can't remember fucking. God damn it! This is the tequila fucking me up. But I actually did a show there once. It's one of my favorite shows I ever did. Because I was on stage and I was looking up at the televisions that were on, and it was during the Winter Olympics, and Luge was on, and I was getting more into Luge, my own act.
What?
Yeah, I was there's this bar in Willoughby. Right now, I think it's like W. Scott has like dibs on that. Shout out to W. Scott and I Am Chad, their shed show that they do together.
I watched that. That's funny. I like that show.
I Am Chad's awesome. I love I Am Chad and W. Scott. But W. Scott would do like open mics there, and it kind of, when it first opened when the pandemic was like open during the summer kind of thing, it was getting a lot of people, and then it just died. We were we did stand up one time for a dart league.
Okay.
Yeah, they were playing darts. Yeah, they were playing darts, and we were just talking to all of them with sharp implements in their hands. Like they brought them themselves. And I did a set about it. And no, you did not miss anything exciting. This is the Bro Plata. You know that we are at least taking 3 hours to get going into a nice little rhythm.
Yeah, I've seen Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Of course I have.
I've never seen that movie.
Me neither.
Yeah, I want to see it.
Really? Like
Yeah.
when Tarantino comes out with a movie, I watch that shit right away.
Hateful Eight was the last Tarantino film I saw.
I didn't
love
see that.
Hateful Eight. Oh,
I didn't even see that.
Oh, it's so good. It's
I
so
heard.
good.
He's talking about doing that as a play.
That would be awesome.
Yeah. It would work. It would really work as a play, except for like, the part where people get shot. But they'll figure it out.
I want to see Pulp Fiction the musical.
Oh,
Jules, do you see a sign that says
bitch be cool, bitch be cool, bitch be cool, bitch be cool. Say bitch be cool, bitch be cool.
the gimp is asleep?
Dude, the best number of the whole thing is when they introduce the wolf. I'm the wolf, man. Come on to clean up your mess. I'm the wolf. They say I'm the best. Yeah, that'd be the best part of the.
I said, do you know what a royale or what they call a quarter pounder with cheese in France? A royale with cheese. I liked it. Bring that up again.
Okay.
Expected a little bit more. I liked it a lot. I actually expected a little bit more, but Pulp Fiction to me is the best movie ever made. Hateful Eight is a 10. Yes, I agree with that. But no, yeah, that would be Django Unchained. Like they turn it into a drama on Broadway.
There's only one part I like in that movie, and I cannot say it because I don't want us to get in trouble.
Well, I mean, coming out of your face,
Yeah,
it actually would kind of give us a pass.
Yeah, anyway,
No, we're not even going to do that. We're not even going to try it.
I just like the meme, the face of
Leo
just
Yeah.
What was the Tarantino movie with the
Inglourious
bear
Bastards.
Jew? Inglourious Bastards. Yeah,
that's Eli Roth, our buddy Sean Lynch, who we had on the show before. That was his roommate in college, was Eli Roth.
really.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
He's a genius too, as far as horror. Eli Roth,
yeah, he's
really
pretty good. I mean, I'm not a big horror guy, but I
Me
I know when he does a movie, I'm like, this is gonna be weird. Even when he did he did that Jack Black Kids movie, that House with the Clock in its Walls. That was a weird ass movie. He's good at doing weird ass shit.
Mm.
Yeah, and he did what's the Death Wish remake with Bruce Willis. He did that too.
Oh yeah,
We
that
have
was
him
funny.
to blame for it.
Yeah, it was all right.
The D is silent. What? I'm confused.
Django.
Yeah, Django.
Django. Yeah.
I swear, that's still one of my favorite Tarantino lines. What's that doing on that horse?
I belong to a group that's a bunch of Opie and Anthony fans. So all we do, like when we're commenting, is we're like quoting movie lines, being somewhat racist, or just trying to like make like roast. One of them, I shared something that was like a woman in Texas who was a Texas teacher of the year got busted fucking one of her students.
Oh.
And I was like, not only am
blowing one of her students.
Okay, still, she should at least get the 2022 and 2023 awards. Like, I think that's a woman who understands the youth of the nation needs a fucking release, and God bless her.
Is that why she won Teacher of the Year?
Yes!
She got arrested and won Teacher of the Year at the same time.
That's awesome. Hey, her grades were up, and so were her students. I mean, that's the nice part.
This guy.
Yeah. But no, yeah, those like, but we one of my favorite scenes ever in a movie is
Hunter. Oh yeah, who was
Was that Pacino in that movie?
No. It was.
Or did
it's
they make a
blonde,
show about that? I thought.
Oh no, you're thinking of the Nazi Hunter show. What is it called? I forget what it's called.
Yeah. With Pacino. But anyway, there was one thing where it's always one of the greatest like comedy scenes ever is Blazing Saddles, when the sheriff comes into town and the vagabond is like, the sheriff is gone. It's one of my way out for you a laurel and hearty handshake to our new
Still one of the great. That's my second favorite line in the movie of all time. Is when he walks and says to that lady, "How are you doing, ma'am? It's a wonderful day outside," and her retort was, "Up yours."
I will always
couldn't make that shit today.
No, you could. You probably could.
I mean, especially with it just wouldn't go well.
They're
No, I think
trying
it would.
to. There was a group that was trying to remake Blazing Saddles, and
you
I
could
hope
make
to
it today.
I hope to goodness somebody goes in and just cuts off their toes. Do not try to mess with that movie.
No, yeah, it's definitely.
I think the point of that would just being to show people that you could do it. Yeah, we talked about that before. Just thinking about Tarantino, the whitest man in the world. Just
so loves that word. Just loves that word.
Yeah. No, it's what we said. We said his N and his G key are like really going out. Yeah. That G especially. That G is gone. Double clicking that G.
E is slightly it's not even used.
The other letters, yeah, but that double G, it's like and the R, because he hits the R hard. Like,
broken that R. Had to replace a few. Just had to go on Amazon. They're like, why is Quentin Tarantino buying all the R keys?
G's and R's?
When the pandemic happened, he's the reason there was a shortage. Oh my God. Oh, weed cough. Anyway, yeah, man. To me, like those, I get uncomfortable around some of those. Where you're like, oh God, didn't expect that to be there. But like, when
Tarantino movie, and when didn't you expect it?
I mean,
it would have been weird. In
my white suburban
Hollywood,
sensibility is there is a little bit of white guilt there, but not much. You know what I'm saying?
But see, that's the problem. I keep saying this all the time. Words are words. The beautiful thing about
when there's vitriol behind it, that's different. If you're saying it in joke, I'm okay with it. But
a person with intelligence can tell whether it's vitriol behind it or not. And the thing is, you can't be so sensitive. That's what makes Blazing Saddles a beautiful movie. Fucking Spaceballs. If you want to get mad at that, get mad at the part in Spaceballs where the black people are in the desert combing through it with a pick with a fist on it and said they ain't found shit. Get mad at that then. You know, you can't be so damn sensitive. Stereotypes is what makes us beautiful people. There are stereotypes all around the world and all around the rainbow. Embrace them, motherfuckers, and just have fun. Laugh at shit.
Now I'm giving you music underneath because this is inspirational.
It's just the truth. Words are words. And once I think the human civilization gets past words being words, and if you want to sit up here and say, hey, that chicken eating Mother Hubbard and such and such and such and such, I'm going to laugh my ass off because guess what? I'm black, I'm fat, and I love fucking fried chicken. I don't give a shit.
But like, who else does? Everyone. So like,
right.
My favorite.
No, it's not gonna go the opposite way. The words are gonna, there's gonna be a law that you can't say the N word eventually. Which, listen, I don't plan on saying it. And I don't like to hear it from people. Like I know a lot. I hear it a lot from some people I know, and I'm like, why?
Well, look at where you live.
Well,
Well,
yeah, but I'm
I
just saying.
mean,
It's not the most diverse.
And
Like,
they're well aware,
place
like
in
I'm the one
world.
person that might, in that that might be around that may not like that they're saying it. They're well aware that it pisses me off a bit, but what am I going to do about it?
that might be part of it. But then, Tim, listen to this argument. If
Listening.
people if people are tired of and don't really want to hear the word and they get mad at it, and I appreciate you getting mad at hearing the word, but I'm not gonna lie, I'm one of those ends that say "in" every time I'm on the phone with my cousin.
Well, that's different. I'm not mad at you for saying it. I'm talking about white people.
But still, if it's gonna go that way, then all of us should stop saying it. And the thing is, we made a pact a few years ago. Oh Lordy, we did. We said we wasn't gonna say it anymore.
They buried the word in like the early 2000s. Apparently,
right. Look at every other rap album that came out. There's so many versions of the word that's out now. So I can't get mad at you as a human being for saying it if we keep saying it ourselves. It's just common sense, man. I swear. That's one of the things I hate.
When I hear it, it's as an insult or a different, like it's a problem. Like when I hear these people saying it, they're saying it in a not nice way.
The thing is, and I understand that. I do.
I like John 209's comment there. That's actually a good way of looking at it.
And it's true that there are going to be some people out there that's going to use it as a derogatory. But the thing is, unless somebody's coming at me in a violent fashion, I don't give a rat's ass what the fuck you call me. I've been called worse by my mama. You can't get better than my mother. My mother made me feel like dirt. There's nothing another person can do.
All right, so we're bringing the N-word back. Thomas is on this. That's what the new crusade of this show is taking it back, I guess.
He's Randall now. He's the Randall of the podcast.
That was the end of the podcast. Yeah,
it's going to be on the back of his shirt. Taking it back.
Funny if I heard Tim say it just out of general conversation. I love weird, he just let it fly. I would be like, I would just crack up laughing.
It's an A. It's okay. I'm saying it with an A. It's okay. Like that dude
I'm singing a song, guys.
That dude on the plane. You see that Kevin Hart series, True Story?
That was so good. Yeah.
That dude. It's all right. That dude on the plane. Apparently that happened. I actually believe that all of that happened. That's why I call it True Story. Is that like Kevin Hart actually killed someone? That's my theory. Listen. Yeah. Number one, Ray, did you see it?
No.
All right. I'm going to do it without spoiling it.
I don't care.
Not just you, whoever else is paying attention. I almost turned it off during the first episode because I thought that I already had this thing pegged. I'm like, I know what's going to happen. I already know. And the thing is, what I thought in the beginning ended up being true anyway. But what I didn't see is that what else happened in the first episode. I didn't expect that to happen. And then I'm like, okay, now I'm going to watch this because Billy Zane.
I watched the first episode and I was like, holy crap, I guess I'll watch the rest of it. Yeah, and I thought it was good.
Yeah, it's worth watching.
There was some stuff that you're like, maybe this really did happen. I don't think Kevin Hart killed a person, but I think he did something.
I don't know. Like, I feel like it had to take a lot more to convince someone not to call the cops in that situation. Like, why wouldn't you call? Like, you didn't do anything wrong. You did nothing wrong. I mean, yeah, if you're famous, it's going to be an issue, but you don't really have any other choice. I mean, and they tried to in that movie, in that show, and it didn't work out. But or it did. I guess it did, kind of. Anyway, watch the show. It's all right.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah. I was born in 1970. Growing up, was 1980 Southern California. Nobody was even aware of race. Well, yeah, I mean, that was especially out there during that time. That was when that was truly a melting pot of a place.
Yeah, it was.
But yeah, I mean, those kind of things. The only, how can I'm trying to think. What was another? I had a funny moment in a movie that I remember that Oh, the movie not Bingo, but oh god, it was the first black race. Greased Lightning. Have you guys ever seen that movie?
Heard about it. I never saw it.
Richard Pryor playing the first ever African American race car driver in NASCAR history.
Oh my god,
it's brutal.
Bubba Wallace?
Sadly, what?
Bubba Wallace?
No, this was like in the set. This was in like the 60s.
No. I mean, but it wasn't his. Aren't they both named Bubba?
I don't remember what the name of the gentleman's was, but there is this funny scene where Richard Pryor gets rammed off the road, and this confident Southern black guy just goes bye bye, ha. And right after that, Richard Pryor like lands in his car. He's fine, gets back in the fucking race and wins the fucking race and pisses this guy off. That's one of the funniest scenes in Greased Lightning where you're like, oh, he's going to get his comeuppance. I like it. There's the good shit there.
His name's Wendell Scott, and he looks like John C. Reilly. He's the black version of John C. Reilly.
Yeah, he's sort of like that. You know that one professor that shows up with like the weird hair and like news shows? He's got like goatee. He's been on like a bunch of shows. I can't remember the dude. He's like a black philosopher. I can't remember his name, but yeah, it's one of the.
I think I know who you're talking about. I just can't think of his name either.
Yeah. I like that guy. He's got some good ideas and stuff, but sometimes he gets a little off the rails, and you're like, bring it down there, Chief. But
racist.
Chief. I mean,
Racist.
I have Native American friends.
Hey, okay, yeah, I see it now. I know what you're saying.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. Interesting.
The thing is, if you just show me that picture, I just assume like just the hue was weird in the picture, or he like was just working on a car. Like he does, like
he looks like the guy putting the tires on. He doesn't look like the dude driving.
You.
They could never make Richard Pryor movie. The toy. Oh no, you couldn't make the toy today at all. Although if you use Kevin Hart, you might get away with it because he's the size of one. So it's
he is just a little fella.
He is a tiny man. Oh, dude. I want to talk real quick, Thomas, if you could. There is in the brands a picture, and we need to talk about this because this was kind of fucked up. And it should be thumb deep is what the name. Yep, that was greasy as shit, dude. How that I was amazed that Jillian was able to get that rear naked choke with that bitch's thumb like digging into her retina. What the hell? When I saw that, I didn't even know what happened, and then I saw it dug in on the slow-mo. I'm like, get the fuck out of here! What the hell, dude?
Yeah, I wonder what the protocol even for a ref is even supposed to be there. Probably what Tyone did was nothing because, like, it's pretty obvious watching it that she was looking for her eye, found her eye, and then put her thumb in her eye, and then she did it again. And she was out. She did that 100% on purpose. But she also had a choke in because she can't stop the fight. She has a choke in. So I'm wondering what would happen if she would have got out of it. I feel like what I would have done as a ref, I'm guessing, is I would have waited till she got out of it. When she got out of it, I would have stopped it and at least took a point. And if she couldn't continue, that she would have been DQ because she obviously did it on purpose. So I'm curious to what would have happened. But I think, just you can't stop it there, even though she's getting gouged in the eye. You can't. I don't know. At least slap her hand like you would if she caught a fence or something. But I don't know.
Yeah, that's what she should at least be banned for a few fights. Like,
no problem. If they had, listen, they already weren't happy that she missed weight by 4 pounds. So it's that and they're probably not give her a fight for a while or fine her or maybe they'll cut her. I don't know.
I would cut her. Fuck yeah, you're doing fucking brain surgery during a fight. Like that's not cool,
right?
Dude.
It's not like they need her. Like, if it was somebody else, they may give him a pass or something, or just fine him or something. But
if anybody did that, I would be.
Or the commission.
Conor McGregor did it, I'd be like, dirty fucker right there, dude.
She should be fined by the commission too. the Nevada State Athletic Commission. I don't know if she will, but no, it was dirty as hell. It was shady. Yeah, dude, no, that puts her on my most hated fighter list right there. I mean, why wouldn't it? Because it was 100% obvious that she was doing that at 100% on purpose.
Yeah,
she couldn't get out of the choke, so she just decided to cheat instead. I feel like somebody taught her that too. I don't know. Like, I feel like she was looking for it. It's like just right there and super obvious. And yeah, fuck her.
Yeah, that's not cool at all, dude. Like,
No,
why?
I hope her eye's okay. I hope she didn't get her eye fucked up.
Agreed, because that's
eye gouge.
Who gouges an eye in a fight on purpose? Like, that's
what do you do if
she
let go because of it? If she'd let go because of it, what do you do then? I don't know. I'm curious because it didn't go that far, but I'm curious. Do you just DQ her? I say you do because she had the choke in.
The ref should have moved her hand off her face like they do.
Yeah,
if they
that's
stick their
the same
fingers
thing
in the
I just
fence.
said. Yeah.
Yeah, Chris Tione, I've been on his ass a lot ever since the.
I'm just curious what the protocol is.
Yeah, me too. I would love to find out.
Yeah, we tried to have a ref on, but then Ray forgot about it and then didn't call him back.
I'm gonna 2020, okay, or 2022. All right.
We started in 2020, Ray.
I know we started during the best time to start a podcast when everybody else started a podcast. That's what we do.
We had nothing else to do.
This is true. This is very true. But no, yeah, when I saw that replay, because I didn't know what happened when it first happened, but good on Jillian for finishing that choke, dude. When she got the hooks in, she clamped down pretty hard, and luckily the bitch tapped. But like, what a dirty ass move. Tim, you sound a lot better and more beat up than last time I've heard you guys.
Upbeat, you said.
Or upbeat. Well, at least
it's weird. I feel worse. So
it's probably it's the infection.
Yeah, I have an ear infection. It's fucking with me.
Yeah, that was one of those fights on the card that it was fun. Like, who knew 269, the best number to have in the UFC, and it was one of their best cards. I'm trying to find the card on the website. I can't find it, so that's nice. Just that whole fucking card was crazy as shit, man. Let's bring it up again. UFC 269.
Hey, nice. You remember UFC 69?
No, I don't.
Actually, we talked about it before. That was the one where Matt Serra upset GSP. That was
was that 60?
Yeah.
What was 169?
Oh, look.
UFC 169.
That was Renan Barão and Uriah Faber, and also Jose Aldo and Ricardo Ramos.
Interesting.
Ricardo Ramos.
Oh, there we are. We'll talk about the thing, but go to the early prelims real quick. The Anders Munoz fight was fucking crazy. That one was baffling, just because.
Well, he did the same shit to Jacare the last time he fought.
Yeah,
I forgot about that. And Anders is a dude. He's just so big and strong. He can knock basically anybody out. But he was minus 180 when it closed. It was closer than that on whatever day we did. Last Tuesday. It was closer than that on Tuesday. Anyway, no, he looked great. He's gonna fight somebody tough next because he's slick as hell and just trying to break legs out there.
Yeah. The Blanchfield fight. This is the one that I picked. That I was completely wrong on, but you gave me the option to have her, and I went, yeah, I'll take her. And she dominated Miranda Maverick. Like,
yeah, she looked really good.
Really good. And this was one of those decisions that was exciting to watch the entire time. And I wasn't on my phone for it, which was nice. Also, I was dealing with a sick cat. So that was wonderful.
Cat feeling better?
Yeah, he's feeling better, but he hasn't been. I've tried to get him to take his like medication, and he's not doing it. So I'm like, because I'm trying to like force feed it, and then he's trying to bite me, and I'm like, oh fuck, I here, take. But and
she smothered her. That was the thing. It was just 3 rounds of her just smothering her. She has good wrestling, and she held her down a lot, and she worked from the top. And I thought Maverick was going to win this fight, but she didn't. So look out for Blanchfield for sure. She was supposed to fight Macy Barber originally, so maybe that fight still happens. We'll see.
The Ryan Hall fight, I think we all kind of picked Ryan Hall to win this fight.
Yeah, I mean, it looked good for Derek Minner not really being afraid to wrestle him, but that doesn't really work very well. I mean, it was a close fight, but Hall worked so much from his back, and it's the entire time he was attempting a submission basically the entire time. I think they said seven attempts, which is basically the whole fight. So, Ryan Hall's slick, man. I like watching Ryan Hall because he is different than everybody else.
For sure. I mean, his jiu-jitsu game is fucking tits, like super good. And I was happy he won, deserved the win, and it was quite nice, man. I liked it. Fuck Randy Costa. I had to do 3 shots because of this douche nozzle.
Tony Kelly drove 22 hours to Vegas from Louisiana because I don't want no government telling me I have to wear a mask.
I ain't going to show my Vax card, motherfucker.
Yeah, he didn't want to put a mask on an airplane, so he drove from New Orleans to or Louisiana to Las Vegas. Hilarious, but he won.
He did. Good job. Let's go to the prelims that were on ESPN. What was it? News, I think it was. And ESPN Plus.
The Deuce.
The Deuce. The Josh Emmett Danny Gay fight. It was really good. Josh Emmett coming back from a really bad injury. And looked like he never missed a step. There were some times Danny Gay had some good spurts, but Josh Emmett is just a tough son of a bitch, dude.
Fuck, I feel like garbage today.
Do you?
Yeah, my face hurts.
Oh no,
I'm all right.
We killed Tim, Tom. We killed Tim.
Yeah,
Tequilaquences killed him.
That tequila do it to you.
It wasn't Tequilaquences. It was just this fucking infection.
Mm-hmm.
Well, this bourbon is fucking with me because I can't even operate the mouse on my damn keypad.
Oh boy. I
should took some Tylenol or something. No, it looked good. Emmett looked really good. It's a close fight. It was a good fight. I was fine taking a shot because Dan Ige lost because it was a good fight, and Dan Ige's tough dude
for sure.
This is Emmett's first fight since that Burgos fight, like over a year ago, and no, he's good, man. I mean, listen, he's a top 10 dude, and he fought like it. I want to see him fight Zabit. I don't know. Zabit hasn't fought forever. I don't know what he's doing.
I don't know.
But I think Emmett Zabit makes sense.
The Pedro Munoz Dominic Cruz fight, we were both kind of right on. Dominic pointed him the entire fight, made it.
Yeah, but I mean, geez, he almost got finished in the first round. The fact that he came back and Dominic Cruz still got it, man. He really does. He looked great. He looked a lot better than I thought he'd look. You know what? Even though I thought he might win, he looked better than I thought he did.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, especially when he came back after that first round and was able to look as good as he did. And there was a lot more action too. It wasn't like he was just running around. He was, he was hitting them. But yeah, dude, there he is. He's, right there in the top 10. Dominic Cruz, if he wants to make another run. I mean, if he can, if his body can do it.
I think his body can.
Well, you don't know that. I mean, you don't know that. You're not Dominic. The only person who knows that is him. So,
well, he wasn't wearing foot wraps, so at least he doesn't have the plantar fasciitis anymore.
Well, looking at what he did, it looks like a good sign, but who knows? I don't. Hopefully, we'll see. Have him fight O'Malley. I want to see him fight O'Malley.
Yes, that would be such a good fight. Make that a fight night. Put that on ESPN Plus or ESPN or ABC. I want to see Sean O'Malley 5 rounds against Dominic Cruz. I guarantee you Dominic gets the better of him a few times.
Oh, I bet he does too, but we'll see. Listen, we'll talk about it in a minute, but O'Malley has to fight somebody now. Bruno Silva finished Jordan Ray really fast. That was good. And then Tai Tuivasa, dude, listen, it's the reason why everyone loves this dude. Like, it's impossible not to love this dude. Number one, he walked out to Barbie Girl. Number one.
He did?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Which last time he walked out to "Wanna Be with the Spice Girls." Time before that, he walked out to "Man, I Feel Like a Woman" by Shania Twain. He always kills it with the walkout songs, and then he knocked Sakai out in the second round. Awesome.
He beat the spirit out of Taito or Augusto Sakai.
He does
that was nasty.
He does that to people. But it's the best guy he beat, so he's definitely going to be fighting somebody really tough next. I'm excited to see it because it's impossible not to like Taito. Also, he drank a beer out of a stranger's shoe, which is awesome to watch, but I can never do
Lord
that.
knows how many times he did it off camera. There were people ready to give him shoeies on the way out.
Yeah.
I love Taito.
Look, I let him drink one out of my shoe, but I wouldn't drink a shoey out of someone else's shoe. That's gross.
No. Yeah, I would make sure I bought a brand new pair of shoes for that because my shoes are pretty nasty because I don't wear socks that often. So there's a lot of foot fungus.
If you want to punish somebody in Tequilaquences, just do a shoey out of Ray's shoe. Okay.
Yes,
it's either that or if someone has to do 12 shots, it's either that or drink a shoey out of Ray's shoe.
Yes.
I feel like 12 shots would be better. Or they do the 12 shots.
I'll show up at your house and broadcast from it. I don't give a fuck. Let's do it.
I'm not doing a shoey out of your shoe, no matter what. But yeah, we just Bruno Silva looked good again. And it's his second win, and he was on the last pay-per-view too, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was.
Yeah. So yeah, two wins or big wins in a row for him.
Let's go to the main card and start off with obviously the Sugar Show. He looked in very top tip form, and I was happy to see him the way he was, and made quick work of Paiva. And
Paiva is a tough dude too. It's not like he's not. He's definitely is. But listen, O'Malley, I guess he's been smart. He's not. I don't know. They've offered him bigger fights, and he said no because but now that he's winning, he's like, "Well, pay me, and I'll fight those guys." And this is what Dana said in the press conference. He's like, "Well, I guess I got to pay him." So he's being smart. You know, he's kind of doing. I think they said on the broadcast what boxers do. You know, just fight the bottom feeders for a while, and then. I mean, listen, but you know, he lost to Cheeto Vera, so I'm interested to seeing what he does against tougher dudes, the top 10, like a dude like Cruz or a dude like Munoz or one of those guys. Yeah, because I mean, listen, his next fight's going to be a tough fight. He's going to fight somebody tough for sure. I'm not saying that this guy wasn't tough. He's the toughest guy he's fought. Maybe. I don't know. No, because Cheeto Vera beat him. So, yeah, we'll see. But he's going to get a tough fight. But no, listen, people love this dude and they love watching him fight. I like to watch him fight too, but I want to see him fight a monster, and he's going to soon. So,
yeah, I want to see what he can do against at least a top 15 guy, because to me, a guy like Sugar Sean needs to be profiled a lot more than what he is. I know he should be fighting a lot more too, but
why not do heroin, man? Why not do heroin? That fucking guy.
Yeah, I've done heroin before. When he said that, I'm like, oh no, USADA's watching. This is bad. But no, yeah,
with steroids, no, fucking heroin, man. He popped for heroin.
Getting that horse, son. Getting that horse.
He popped for riding the dragon, chasing the dragon.
Oh man, but let's move on to.
I don't want to talk about this one. Pass.
No, this is when I texted Ray, or messaged Ray, like, what the fuck? I was mad.
No, it's exactly what it was. Cody Garbrandt has been on a bit of a losing streak. He's come off of he had a huge.
Now he's lost one.
Well, yeah, he has a losing streak now,
and you said he has been.
But I mean, this fight, he didn't look like himself. Looked kind of odd, and then Cara France just caught him. I mean, that's all it really was. Cara France is a beast. And Cody tried, and it just T County was sad.
No, you think that, dude? I've heard a lot of people I'm Facebook friends with are like happy because they're just miserable people who just like people's success. So they're happy. Yeah,
they can eat a dick.
I hear so many of those people around here, pisses me off. I'm like, why would you do like that's weird? Like someone's successful now you hate on them. That makes zero sense. 0 cents. And unless you're a jealous asshole, and that's some of these people are. They're saying, "Oh, he's done. He's done." I'm like, he's only 30, man. Yeah, he's had a rough go, but he's only fucking 30. Anyway, he's lost 5 of 6. Yeah, that sucks. And well, the thing about he doesn't have the world's greatest chin, and that's unfortunate because you can't really fix that. And you look weak when you don't have a good chin, although it's not really your fault. It's not your fault. You just don't. But he needs to do a better job of his head movement. Also, starting out right away, he looked more timid than he usually did. In his face, you can tell. I mean, he looked the way he did like in the late rounds of the Rob Font fight when he couldn't figure out what was going on. He looked like that from the get-go in this fight. And he didn't look like that when he fought like a Sun Sao. He didn't look like that at all. But you can see it in his face. I mean, I've seen him fight enough. You can look at his face and tell what kind of mood he's in. But yeah, something was off. It's if he's still going to fight at 125, I'm really hoping that let's put him on the Columbus card, man. Put him on the Columbus card and have him fight somebody who's in the top 15, but somebody he should beat. And then if he doesn't win that fight, then cut him. I mean, like Tim Elliott, have him fight Tim Elliott. If he can't beat Tim Elliott, then say maybe he's done because Tim Elliott's ranked like 10th. Does that fight actually make sense? And I love Tim Elliott. So I want to see him fight Tim Elliott. I don't know if it'll happen, but or Brandon Royval would be another one that would make sense.
That would be a good fight.
But yeah, dude, hey, he's got some time. Put it in the Columbus card. Do it. We want to watch. I want to see him fight in Columbus. Do it. Do it. Listen, him, Matt Brown will probably be on that card. He better be on that card. I want Matt Brown on that card. I want Cody on that card. I don't know who else from Strong. Is there anybody from Strong Style in the UFC other than
put Stipe in the co-main. Let's do it.
That's my question for later. I have a question about that.
Yeah.
What are they doing with Stipe? We don't fucking know. I don't know. They're just dicking him around, I guess.
Yeah, it's Stipe.
We talked about it a bunch, and it pisses me off every time.
Me too. But let's go to the
also
next fight.
There's shit going on with Cody that may or may not.
I was trying not to say anything.
Listen, the thing is, it doesn't fucking matter. That's the thing. Like what I told you.
I mean, it matters if you lost the fight based on it.
Basically, it's just personal shit. That's his business and no one else's business.
Yeah, agree.
So, if I don't know. I just hope it isn't affecting his fighting. But you looked at the way he fought, and you're like, oh man, maybe. You hope not.
It could happen.
You just hope that isn't true. Also, he's getting divorced too, which isn't what we're talking about.
Well, the divorce is probably weighing high on him too.
Yeah, that too. So the point is this personal shit altogether, and but yeah, that shit I told Ray about this means absolutely nothing, and the fact that people think it's a scandal is silly.
I mean, it's there, but what are you gonna do?
Number one,
Jeff
I think
Neal,
it's true, but it doesn't matter.
I was about to say, speaking of personal business, thanks to Ray, I was waiting on the sheriff to cut him off before his entrance. Like, no.
No, I was hoping for it afterwards. If he would have won, they still would have cuffed him. That's how he walks out of the arena. He's a winner, but tonight he's really a loser.
The hand goes up, then behind his back.
Yes. Hands up, don't shoot is what we're looking for. Oh God, yeah. This Jeff Neal, man, he's a beast, and he definitely earned that. He earned that fight.
Yeah, no, this fight was as good as we hoped it would be. Those guys can both bang, and they definitely did. It was close. I think they got it right though. Jeff Neal won this fight. Yeah, there you go, Thomas. I gave you Jeff Neal, and he won. So there you go. You're welcome.
I was banking on a rest, though. I wanted him to get a rest.
We already talked about the Juliana Pena fight versus.
Yeah, is there anything? Not really. It's just I'm excited to see it when they do this rematch. And yeah, good for Pena. I mean, listen, she wasn't the only one who talked a big game fighting Amanda Nunes like they all do, because you kind of have to. I mean, you can't say I think she's gonna beat me. You can't do that. But she absolutely backed it up, and she absolutely wasn't scared. Like I said, she
and even like
she went right after her, and that's the way you had to fight her, and she did. And the fact, I mean, and you're gonna get hit, and she did get hit, but she broke her down. I don't know if Amanda Nunes expected that, but yeah, when it was happening, I couldn't believe it was happening. I'm like, how is this working? This is working. This is working really well. And she made it a brawl, and she had to. It was the only way she was gonna win. She had to make it a brawl. She did. It wasn't really pretty. It wasn't. Like Amanda Nunes' striking is pretty. Hers isn't, but it worked. She got in her face and just, made it a brawl, and she won that way. So she Perfect. No notes.
She and the one moment, and I think it was Rogan that brought it up in commentary, was when she was really holding on for that Kimura in the first round. Amanda Nunes was like, "This bitch is trying shit. Like, what's going on?" And it kind of, I think that was like the first little, crack that started to show on Amanda Nunes, because like Juliana Pena was ferocious on the ground too. Like she definitely was using every single piece of her wrestling ability and her jiu-jitsu ability to try and get some shit on arguably the greatest woman fight, or not even arguably, the greatest women's fighter of all time.
Yeah, because she had the Megan Anderson fight won before they even locked the cage. Like she had that fight won, and that was not obviously what happened here. And Pena was ready to go, and she beat her. That's not the only person who did that against. I mean, listen, Felicia Spencer wasn't afraid of her either, but Felicia Spencer didn't have anything to beat her with.
No.
But yeah, Pena looked great, and I'm excited to see the rematch, because I'm assuming Nunes is going to be pissed off and be better. So I'm assuming
and
it's going
actually,
to be a great fight.
Thomas, I have in the brand, or in the branding part, Nunes accepts. If you could bring that photo up for us, I want to show that off. It's definitely, because I want to read the quote and everything from Amanda Nunes. It should say Nunes accepts on the photo. So because she's already ready for a rematch, and I think she does deserve it. Bring down the other thing as well, so we can read this. You guys think I'm going to go out unbalanced? I undoubtedly accept the rematch. Give me a little time to get my shit together, and I will be back better than ever. I agree. I think I want to see what she does after a loss. I always like seeing somebody who is that dominant for so long take a loss and like see what happens.
Well, we know what happens. She's going to break her leg in the next fight. That's usually what happens. When that happens, right?
She pulls a Chris Weidman.
Yeah.
That'd be funny. That would be the most like ironic thing to happen in UFC, is just yet another person goes down to a leg injury. Like Jesus Christ. But yeah, you can take that off, by the way. So I'm excited for that, and it's definitely something I'm pumped about.
I'm starting a campaign right now. Creed Hall of Fame 2023. That's when they're eligible. It's 2023, and you know how many Hot 100 top 10s Creed had?
7.
4. Oh, you know how many the Foo Fighters had who just got in the Hall of Fame? None.
Hey,
none.
Foo Fighters are a good band.
They're great. I love the Foo Fighters. The point is, if they get in, Creed gets in.
Creed's going in on the next ballot. Watch.
Oh, God.
They're not eligible this year. They're eligible 2023. Nickelback's eligible this year.
No.
If Nickelback gets in, I'm going to go to the Hall of Fame.
Listen, you're talking about hits. They've had more hits than anybody, right? So, like, what do you... Listen, if you're letting pop artists in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, which you are, you got to give a band that's had that many successful charting songs, and you kind of be like, yeah, there's people that don't like them, and I'm one of them, but, like, it's...
Why do you hate Nickelback?
So successful.
I love Nickelback.
I hate when people lump Creed and Nickelback together because it makes zero sense to me.
It's around the same time frame.
It makes zero sense. They're nothing alike at all, especially lyrically. Creed is so much better as lyrically than Nickelback. And Nickelback's got pop. Creed never went pop. They never did. They didn't get a chance to. They broke up before they did.
Well, they did create a song for the WWE after they became Alter Bridge. So there's always that.
Whatever this is, John, I don't want to know.
Oh, God, what is John saying? Oh no,
Cyborg whoops Nunes. I think there's no chance that happens. If that that fight's not going to happen. But yeah, I don't think.
No, Cyborg's done. Like, just go back into.
I don't think. No, she's not done. I just don't think she could beat Nunes.
Let's talk about this and unpack the drama.
Magny, well, I'm not going to call him that, but Shemaev, yeah. Magny Shemaev would be good.
I
we
just
should
had to
beat them.
take Dustin. I'm just upset about that. That's all I got to say.
You wanted him. You got him.
Hey,
Yeah, I got him. All right.
I was impressed by Oliveira in this fight. But I will say he definitely took a thing out of Connor's book by grabbing the gloves, which was a little dirty, a little dirty. But
where was Herb Dean?
but on the opposite side, it was like a pro wrestling angle. Like the referee was out of place.
Becky Lynch, Dustin.
Oh yeah, dude. That was such a 1980s heel grabbing the tights move. I was like, this is full on NWA 1985. I'm so happy that happened. But like, yeah, Charles Oliveira, dude, he's definitely a fighting champion, and whoever he fights next, probably Gaethje.
Gaethje
will be that'll be a war in its own right.
Well, that's what Beef comes back, which I don't expect. But if there's anyone that would do it, it'd be Oliveira. Because it's the one guy he hasn't fought. I don't expect it to happen, but like I said, this is the only fight he would come out of retirement for. But yeah, Gaethje and Oliveira, that'll be great. Another great one. Another close one that I probably think. Wow, the way Oliveira's been fighting, man, I don't think anybody can beat him right now until he fights Makhachev. I think he's going to run through these guys until he fights Islam, and then who knows?
Yeah, I think Islam will win that fight.
We'll see what they look like in their next fights, but yeah, I mean, I said before, I think Islam could probably beat anybody right now, but I'm looking forward to that. That happens, but first he's got to get past Gaethje, and Islam has to get past Dariush, which I think he'll do, but he's not a slouch. Dariush is tough, fucking tough.
Yeah, so I don't know. It should be interesting now at the 155 division, now that we have a solid champion again. And somebody that's actually there, you know what I'm saying? Like Khabib was that last champion, and now that we have a guy cemented as the 155 champion, I think Oliveira's gonna go on a hot little run, and I'm excited to see what he does.
Well, yeah, if he just, beating Gaethje was the one that would make sense, make it a run, right? He already won 2 in a row against Chandler and now Poirier, and then he'll fight Gaethje, and then after that, probably Makhachev. So we kind of know what's going to happen for him in 2022, or assuming at least. The beginning of this year, Ray and I made predictions on who's going to be the champion in each division, and I didn't write them down. I don't remember too many of them.
Yeah, we'd have to go back and see.
I'll go back and look, but I remember. It's probably the first episode of the year, whenever that was. But I think the only ones we probably got right are like Shevchenko.
Yeah, probably.
I think so.
So, but I mean, it's one of those. I don't know, man. 155 is going to be fun to watch. It's going to be very, very fun to watch. I'm excited. For 2022. It's going to be nice.
I hope they put some more big fights on that Columbus card, man. I really hope.
Yeah.
I don't know. Matt, they better put Matt Brown on the card. They will. If he wants to fight on that, he'll put him on that. I mean, he's supposed to fight a couple weeks ago, but he has COVID. So if he waits it out till March to put him on that card, if he wants to be on that card, and that's good because I really want to see him fight on that card.
So
yeah,
I would love to see Cody on that card. I really hope they try to do that. I don't know if they will. I would love. I mean, they were going to put him 2 years ago. They were going to put him on that card. The Sunset South fight was originally supposed to happen in Columbus before COVID.
Yeah, we get I was about to say that's when COVID really took over.
So yeah, I mean, I would love to see him against like Royval or Elliott or somebody if he's fighting at 125. Yeah. So I hope that happens because I think I'd be good for him right now to get a hometown fight. I think it'd be good for him. Hopefully.
So my question to you guys is about next month's UFC 270 and Ngannou fighting whatever that guy's name is. I didn't even want to pay attention. Why are they not pushing for Stipe to fight him right now?
We've talked about this haven't we not taled about this enough? I feel like we talked about this enough.
We've talked about it a lot, but we can always answer it just because.
Short answer is they're fucking him. They don't, they're not. Whatever reason, they don't like him that much as a champion. Maybe he wasn't as marketable as they wanted him to be. That's what it is, probably. He didn't sell as many pay-per-views as they wish he would have. So they're just putting him on the back burner right now, although he doesn't deserve it. He should have got the rematch right away. Especially and when they had an interim title fight, the fact that he wasn't fighting in the interim title fight is ridiculous. So he probably they just don't like him for whatever reason. He isn't marketable enough for him, or he didn't make him enough money. So they want some new blood in there. It has nothing at all to do with Stipe because he's been a great champion. So yeah, he's getting ripped off. It's basically the answer. He's getting fucked.
I mean, we can go back to when Stipe won the belt. Dana famously, when the cameras were on, was enjoy your fucking belt. I mean, Dana didn't like Stipe, and you could tell at the beginning.
The nicest guy.
I know. That's why he's a marketable guy because of the fact that he's a fucking firefighter.
Well, apparently not. Or either they're not doing it correctly, or Stipe doesn't do a whole lot to promote himself. Like he doesn't do much on the internet or anything like that. And but yeah, and the UFC doesn't really push it that much. And I don't know what his pay-per-view buys have been. Probably not great. That's probably one of the reasons they're like, let's get some new guys in here, and it's not fair. It hasn't been fair to Stipe. He was a great champion, and he was probably ready to go. And the fact that they didn't let him, number one, have a rematch, and then not let him fight in the interim title fight, which was silly to have to begin with. But the fact that he wasn't fighting Lewis was ridiculous. So, and the fact that Lewis is fighting Dacus next week. I mean, like, where's Stipe, man? I mean, he wants to fight. Give him a fucking fight, man. I guess he fights the loser of this fight. Or the winner. I don't know who's next in line. I don't know. Maybe
Lewis
at this point.
Lewis versus Ngannou 3 would be nice because didn't they fight? Haven't they fought twice before or once?
Once.
Okay,
it was the worst fight I've ever seen. But
yeah,
I don't expect that to happen again.
That was I want to see that for the heavyweight title because honestly, I think that's Derek Lewis's best chance.
Well, he has to beat Dacus. I mean, and if he looks the way he did against Gane,
I think he'll run through Dacus, to be honest with you.
He has to knock people out. I mean, that's like a shot. He doesn't outpoint people. He has to knock them out. That's probably what he'll do against Dacus, but who knows?
Unless Dacus wrestles him. If Dacus wrestles him, Derek Lewis is going to be one bad-looking turtle on Saturday.
I still want Dacus and Stipe in Pittsburgh. Cop versus firefighter in Pittsburgh because
that would be dope.
It's from Philadelphia, and yeah, that'd be great. That'd be a lot of fun.
That'd be awesome.
But I don't know. Yeah, they need to give him a fight eventually. Maybe. I mean, listen, they could just put him into the title shot on whoever wins this fight. If they need somebody else to fight, I don't know who's next. So maybe Volkov's right up there, but I don't know. I mean, they could. Well, I mean, at this point, now that he's on the bench, you can take him off the bench to fight whoever wins that next fight. And it would be an interesting fight because he hasn't fought since, right? So I don't know. Maybe that was the plan all along. I doubt it, but now it's kind of fell that way. That they can make that a marketable fight if they just have former champion Stipe off his loss to Ngannou, getting a shot again, finally against either Ngannou or Gane. And I don't know who's going to win that fight. I mean, listen,
I don't even know this guy that he's fighting next month. I've never
Gane could pick him apart because he can pick anybody apart. But
yeah, Gane's very technical, a very good French kickboxer.
But Gane is nasty, and he's getting better every. It's going to be a stand-up war. It's a great matchup. It's going to be fun.
I was about to say distance and counter punching is what's going to be Gane's friend in this fight, because Ngannou is going to be coming with just full-on straight up power and trying to shoot Gane's head into the upper deck of the Anaheim Arena, and it's gonna be a fucking war. But I think honestly, Cyril Gane needs to use a lot of counter punching. He needs to manage his distance against Francis Ngannou, and if I could see Gane front kicking Anderson Silva style Ngannou out. I really can, just because of how well Gane knows how to kickbox, and he can definitely do that. And I hope he does, because I don't want Francis to be champion right now. I feel like this is it's not the right guy to be champion right now. He's more of a chasing guy. You want him.
Why? Where does that come from? What are you talking about?
I'm looking at it from just like a fan perspective, because Francis Ngannou is an animal. Who's gonna really beat him? And Cyril Gane.
That's why you want him as champion. You have this This dude who looks like a Greek god. He's building the granite. You know, this guy. Yeah, who's gonna ever? You know, he's like a mythical figure. Who's gonna beat that guy, right? So, he's a great champion, and I don't know if he'll beat Gon. I mean, Gon's really technical, and he's look. I mean, look, every time I thought that Gon might have problems, he hasn't. So, who knows? And I mean, the Gon who keeps getting better. I mean, Gon has the more of the experience. As far as striking goes, but I mean, you know, obviously Ngannou's power is unmatched and it's ridiculous, and he's getting better. He fought really smart against Stipe. So I mean, he'll probably fight, you know, have a good game plan for this one too. And I don't know, we'll see.
Hopefully it works out, you know, because I want to say I'm excited for that fight. But yeah, Stipe, I don't think he's going to get a title shot pretty much ever again. And
if he wins, he better. Like it's already horseshit that he hasn't already. But.
Is he gonna? But I don't think they're going to have him fight. That's the thing. I don't see Stipe fighting in the UFC anymore.
Well, he's under contract. He's going to fight, but it's like
I think they're going to let it run out.
Yeah, you talked about that, and it doesn't make any sense. That'd be very I'll apologize to you if it happens because it sounds like there's no possible way that's going to happen. But no, he's going to fight. I just don't know when. I don't know. I think maybe he'll either fight the winner or loser of this fight. I think, but I don't know. Or maybe Lewis if he wins. I don't know.
Yeah, I see Derek Lewis being in line for another title shot, and I'd love to see Derek Lewis be champion. That'd be awesome.
But listen, the way he looked against Gon, it looks like it's not going to happen. So
yeah,
it looks like there's no possible way he could be Gon. So, well, I mean, he needs to knock him out, but I mean, Gon's too quick for him, and
for sure,
he knows how not to get hit. So there you go. It's gonna be. I don't even know what the line is for this fight yet. I haven't looked. But I'm sure it's close.
Probably, I would say it's a pick 'em at this point. But
making accusations. I have to look it up.
I'm gonna go take a piss real quick, guys. I'll be right back.
All right.
Oh.
This episode's been pissing me off. Whatever the hell's going on over here has been fucking. Should have taken Tylenol and I haven't. And
I was about to say, did they give you something to take with the antibiotics?
No, just Claritin.
Oh, what the hell is that going to do?
I have this too going on. So.
Oh well, there you go. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it is a pick 'em right now.
Okay.
They're both minus 110. So yeah, it is a pick 'em. Yeah, I have no idea what's going to happen to that one. We'll see. But who's fighting this week? Dacus and Lewis and.
Let me see. I'll bring it up for you. Hold on.
Yeah, Stephen Thompson below Muhammad. That'd be fun. Since Ricky Simone's fun to watch. He just goes like full bore, full pressure the whole time. And Sunsel's slick. So there's just a lot of good fights here.
Yeah, isn't that Woodley thing going on this weekend too?
I don't know. I haven't been paying attention. I honestly have no interest in it. I have zero interest in it. I mean, I had a little the first time it was kind of interesting, but now the fact that they're fighting again, I have no interest in that at all.
I said I would pay attention if I didn't have anything else to do, but hopefully I have something else to do. I'm bringing up the card now. Okay. You want me to start off with prelims or?
No, it doesn't matter. Oh, gunk in my throat. Yeah, because some of these guys I don't know at the bottom here.
Okay.
It's usually the case on these fight nights, but no, Sarah Eubanks fights this week, and Stephen Thompson and Muhammad. That should be good. Wonder Boy and Below Muhammad should be fun. I'm gonna guess that Below might win that fight. However, I'm a big Stephen Thompson fan. I hope he wins. Oh man, now I have a sore throat. I'm fucking falling apart, man.
We got to get you some CVS nighttime and some covers, so you can sweat all that whatever it is up out of you.
I've already been doing that. I sweat constantly.
That is true. You should have seen him at the Pirates Indians game back in June.
Yeah, no, I mean, I feel more than any human being I know.
Breaking news, by the way, guys. Today is a great day in the history of America, possibly the world. After 4 years on probation, O.J. Simpson now completely off probation.
Oh,
Yeah,
the Grinch is truly loose. Oh,
it
God.
is very true. Hello, have you guys ever watched his Twitter?
Yes.
Hello, Twitter world. What the fuck?
Oh, that guy.
They're just slashing their prices. I know about slashing.
Oh, man. Man.
Still, one of my favorite ever things is there's a band out of New York that was headed up by Anthony Cumia from the Opie and Anthony show. It's called Rock Good. They had a song during the O.J. Simpson trial called Gonna Electric Shock O.J. Still one of my favorite things. It's so bad, and it's pretty bad.
Just bad.
Oh, there's blackface in the music video. It's
Oh, good. That's all. All right.
It's delightful. Anthony Cumia back in the day ruled.
How-
Still does.
All right, whatever.
Ah,
How's he still on the radio if he let that happen in his
he's
music
not.
video?
He's on an app that you have to pay
That's
for.
true. That's true. He's not on the radio. You're right. He's on his own thing.
I was listening today. It was fun. They had Jim Norton and De La Rosa on, or Joe DeRosa on. So,
dude, so I watched the second season of Tiger King, and it's whatever. And I was wondering, like, dude, they don't have anything going on about that Doc guy. They didn't mention.
they're
him at all.
making another shit. They're making a spinoff.
You didn't let me finish, Ray. What the fuck? You know what? No, just no. Go ahead. Say what you were gonna say.
No,
Sorry,
I'm not gonna do.
I'm in a shitty mood because my face hurts. It's not your fault. But no, it came out. They did it's a spinoff. It's 3 episodes just about that guy Doc Anton. Wow, that guy's a piece of shit. Like,
oh, did that finally come out?
But yeah, it's out.
Okay, I have to check that out.
He is a legitimate pedophile. So
probably
you talk about cancel culture. This is when it needs to work. This is when it needs to work and make sure that no one goes to that guy's fucking zoo anymore. That guy's a fucking monster. Fuck that guy. That guy had a 14-year-old wife.
Did he? That doesn't surprise. To quote Nate Diaz, I'm not surprised.
He's grooming 11-year-olds. Like, this fucking dude.
Yeah, that chin goatee gives it away. It's always guys with chin goatees that like touching little girls.
Well, back in the day, he looked like he was in Jethro Tull, but like,
yeah,
he is a special kind of sociopath. That guy's a monster.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, he's running a cult, not a good cult like our cult's going to be. We're going to have a good, nice cult.
Yeah, our cult is we're always going to make sure that cookies and punch are not laced and just given out freely. We're going to be a nice cult.
Listen, the laced ones, the drugged ones, they're going to be labeled.
Yes.
You know, the ones with Mickey's in them are going to be labeled. So,
18 and over. We make sure it's 18 and over so the kids can't get them.
Right.
Because we're responsible.
Right.
And then when the cyanide happens, it's only to the dads because we need the moms to make more kids.
That's true.
That's how it goes.
That's true. But, also, you don't have to do it. It's up to you if you want to or not. You don't have to. And also, we're not even going to mix. You have to mix your own punch. So basically, because we don't want to be any part of it. So
no.
I'm not even going to suggest it more than like 20, 30 times. So it's not on us.
20 or 30, that's too low. Like, we got to get it in their heads, dude. Like, we got to really.
We don't really want it to happen, though, do we? I don't know.
Yeah, why not? That's part of.
Anyway, I don't know. I already ordered the Nikes. So
yeah, do I still have to buy the purple cloths, or do you got that as well?
No, we got those. It came in a bulk.
You went to Joann's like I suggested. I appreciate you doing
a cult
that.
kit that it comes in the Nikes and the robes, and the castration kits come with it. It's
yes.
What?
Yeah, I mean that's how you meet your alien overlords. You don't
need
need sex with aliens. They do that shit telepathically.
We're gonna tell everybody. All right, we're gonna tell everybody that the guys need to get castrated. We're gonna tell them that we all got castrated, right? And then at the end of the day, we're the only guys with balls.
Yeah,
genius. No, all honesty, I want to start a cult. Just a nice one. None of the weird shit. No, not a sex cult. Listen, The Vow on HBO. I told you guys to watch it. Have you watched it?
No.
It keeps getting more nuts the more you watch it, and there's going to be another season because there's more shit. There's more shit going on. So I'm excited for that because that's fucking nuts. But what that guy's doing reminds me a lot what that Doc Entel guy's doing. He's fucking grooming chicks, and it became like a fucking sex cult. Like that's but that guy's in jail. That guy from the Vow is in jail, but for sex trafficking. But
there was a 2020 documentary that came out like a month ago that was probably one of the most disturbing things I've ever seen in my life, to the point where like they were all like foster kids, and they were like cooking food for like the foster parents, but they were starving the kids.
Yeah.
There was one time when they went to Vegas to like renew their vows, and those kids looked like they were Tim Burton characters. They were so thin.
Yeah, I don't think I could watch that one because I know
it's rough.
They're all right. Are they all right now?
Yeah, they're fine. The boys and girls are fine.
Mentally, they'll never be okay, but physically,
you could tell one girl was totally fucked from what she had to do in that fucking house, and it was just filled with like it was like a hoarder house. It was heartbreaking, but like the one thing that really stood out to me, and I don't know if it's because of my ADD, but like I was really bothered by the fact that the girls didn't know how to speak properly because they weren't educated like at all, how to talk or form sentences or any of that shit. So like when they started doing like the ed, some people they'll like add ed onto anything. They were doing that. Yeah. And I literally was getting like physically angry at them. I'm like, would you speak properly? I'm like, oh, okay, never mind. Like I felt bad afterwards, but I was just like, Jesus Christ, how do you do that to a person?
You're a monster. That's how you do that to a person.
Yeah, dude.
Absolute fucking piece of shit. Speaking of that, that we never did talk about that school shooting in Michigan. They arrested the parents.
They should.
I don't see that sticking though. I think they just kind of wanted to make a point, but I don't know.
I don't think the terrorism is going to stick either on this kid.
Then somebody thought it would be funny to have another threat that came in yesterday.
There's always that shit, dude. Yeah. I hate copycats. They're so dumb. Because we had that in my school. We had we were known. Thomas, you're from this area, so like Menor High School for a couple years was obviously, but trust me, I went there, and but we had a lot of suicides happen, and one of them that was like a somewhat traumatic one. Somebody also called in a goddamn bomb threat to the school, to where we had SWAT teams on top of our fucking like roofs and shit. And my parents, being the loving and caring human beings that they were like, fuck it, you're going to school.
Damn.
And it was we had 2,000, maybe 3,000 kids at the time in our school. And I would say there was that day, if we had 1,000 kids in that school, it was a lucky day. I would say it was under 1,000 kids were at that school that day, and I was one of them. And Jesus Christ, you want to talk about a tense fucking day? The principal allowed us to put a punching bag up in the weight room because there was pretty much no classes. Like there was no kids. There was no point to really be there. It was more like a show of bravery kind of deal at that point. But I got to work out and punch a punching bag for like 2 hours. It was a great day of school, to be honest with you. I didn't learn dick, but like I learned how to punch that day at least. But yeah, those kind of things. I hate copycats. They're so stupid.
No, I think I've said this before. That when I was in high school, a kid in my class committed suicide at the school. He walked to the school and did it that morning. And then we found out about it. They said it on the morning announcements. And I was in homeroom. I was sat in front of his girlfriend. She's bawling. I'm like, what's wrong with her? She all right? And then I found out that. I'm like, oh, That makes sense. And then the whole rest of the day, like I left because they said your parents can call. I'm like, Mom, nothing's happening today. It's just everyone's just crying and it sucks. She's like, okay, I'll call. So I just went home. But yeah, that was one of those days that school wasn't happening that day. Nothing was. It was just for anyone because it was a shock and it was super sad and there were people crying everywhere. I mean, he was a cool kid. I liked that kid. It just sucked. Yeah, it sucked. But yeah, that's another example of this a school day that didn't really. I mean, that and 9/11 were like days so like nothing happened.
Yeah, 9/11 was a weird day because I was in like 7th grade when that happened. And
yeah, I was in 8th grade, so yeah, makes sense.
Yeah, it was. That was I remember coming in to English class from gym, and my English teacher was like crying her eyes out, and we're all like, "What the fuck just happened?" And
Challenger again.
What was the one that blew up recent, like within the last recent couple of years?
I don't
or
know.
like decade or so. I remember watching that one.
That was another one that like school got shut down because like apparently they were all the schools were watching the Challenger go because there was a teacher on board, so they all were watching that, and and no one knows what to say.
Yeah, Christine something or other. I can't remember her name.
Yeah,
but
teacher, and then one of the astronauts was from Akron.
Yeah.
No, well, that makes sense.
Yeah,
there's probably a couple.
Ray out here being an asshole again. This is new.
I'm about to be an asshole because I got a funny 9/11 story.
Oh, God.
Good.
Yes, let's hear your 9/11 story.
So, 9/11 happened, and I was in a very peculiar place. I was in prison.
Bathroom.
I was in prison. I'm down in Dayton, and the prison is right next to Wright State Air Force Base. So when I wake up is when we see the second plane hit. And what was funny was not the Roots. I can't remember what rap group it was, but they released the album cover with planes hitting the World Trade Center. And I was like, I guess this album must be really good because whatever. And then they say, no, a plane just hit. And I'm like, oh, shit. So then in prison, of course, you have to work. So I'm getting ready to go to work in the kitchen, and rumors are going through the prison. Oh, if war breaks out, then they're going to have us go fight on the front lines first. And you see the hardest motherfuckers talking about, oh, man, I don't want to fight in the war. I don't want to do this shit. I don't want to do this, that, and the other. So I'm in the kitchen, and I'm cutting up food, getting food ready, cracking up laughing because it had already started that we're going to war.
Yeah.
Because we're next to Dayton right here. Force Base. They're going to use us first because we're prisoners and we're expendable.
What is this, South Park Operation Get Behind the Darkies? Is that what we're fucking doing?
I'm pretty sure that isn't legal what you're talking about.
So it took one of the older guys to come down and say, man, y'all motherfuckers ain't going to no goddamn war. Do you really think they trust y'all motherfuckers with a goddamn gun? And I'm dying laughing.
Hey, man.
That's my asshole 9/11 story.
I have an honest question. And it may have changed since this, but I've watched way too much Oz.
Come on.
And even we'll go into The Longest Yard with Adam Sandler and The Longest Yard with Burt Reynolds. How many of the population that you saw in Dayton were like dudes making their own makeup and like being I want to know that population. Was it big or was it like still kind of smallish?
Absolutely none that I know of.
Okay.
Because where I was a pre-release camp. So it was basically like day camp. We was in the rooms smoking and listening to Prodigy and shit.
So you were listening to Life. You were like in Life pretty much.
Kind of, sort of.
Okay.
But it was, I'm thankful I went there because they didn't have anywhere to send me because my crime was nonviolent.
Okay.
So if they would have sent me to Mansfield, I probably wouldn't be this Thomas now.
No, God, no.
But
And I've seen that place from like the actual old prison. I
Yeah.
don't want to be in that. Like that looks like a very fucked prison.
so the thing is, though, you did have your hard timers, but I was cool, and you didn't see none of that. If
Okay.
anything, you saw guys that wanted to be tough, but you found out they were in there for weed or some dumb shit. So, like the one guy that was catty cornered in my pod, he was like a cellmate or whatever. He was heavy in the Prodigy, big time weed smoker, and everybody feared him. And he was from up here. And it was like this white dude had everything on lock. And it was like, it was like those type of characters. It wasn't those. I did not see any of those. There may have been some.
Yeah.
But they weren't in that pod. They probably kept them contained. Because what they do at the prisons is they try to keep them contained and try to keep them in their own section, unless it's a violent facility, and then it's gone and you done. So I didn't notice any.
Okay.
It was the most fun 7 months I had in my life. Because, like I said, that 9/11 thing just.
That's funny, dude.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
You want to have a good time? Go to prison.
No, go to pre-release.
Okay.
Don't go to prison. You go to prison, then you gonna have what Ray watches on us. And I don't want that.
Yeah, I don't want to lick Vern Schillinger's boot. Like that's still
Like,
one of the most horrific scenes I've ever seen in any piece of media was watching J.K. Simmons burn a swastika into the ass of Chet from the Weird Science USA TV show.
Ooh.
Like that to me, and that's first season. You're like, what the fuck am I watching? And then it just gets stranger from there. Like so many weird things happen. Luke Perry shows up randomly for like a whole season. Like, and he has a recurring role.
R.I.P. Sir. That was a big Browns fan. Look, Perry.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna see his son January 26th. I'm excited.
Who is his son?
Jungle Boy Jack Perry.
Oh, okay.
He's a wrestler in AEW, and I posted the picture on my Facebook of our tickets. We're on the floor. I'm so excited.
The only reason I don't want to go is because Omega won't be there.
I want to see Bryan Danielson. I want to see Wardlow. I want to see all the guys. I want to see Punk.
Is that the Fieldhouse?
No, it's at the Wolstein Center.
Okay.
Yeah. And they'll sell the Wolstein out.
I have a video I'll share with you of Wardlow from this summer.
Oh, God. Oh,
he can't hit a ball for shit.
Was that like a celebrity softball game?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I love that. Like seeing athletes try to hit even softball or try to hit a baseball or softball, because like so many can't. Like, this is a great athlete, and they're looking like they've never swung a baseball bat before, and they're like, it's weird. Like Shaq. I saw a video of Shaq taking batting practice, and he no idea what he's doing, and it's like this guy's a great athlete, great basketball player, and just whiff, and like I think the worst thing Simone Biles ever did was do the celebrity softball game, because she's like this insane athlete, right? But she kept missing can of corn pop flies. I'm like, she just went down 8 notches in my book. I thought she was one of the best female athletes of all time, and it just went do because she can't catch a pop fly.
You would have loved watching Kareem Hunt and Baker. Kareem Hunt and Baker can smack some shit.
Yeah.
Baker Mayfield looks like he can hit a home run.
Oh,
yeah. Baker Mayfield looks like he could be a baseball player, like a DH on any team, and do well, I think.
He tore up Captain's Field. Him and Kareem tore up Captain's Field. It was ridiculous.
Stipe hit one out at
he did. That was right after he won the belt.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I remember that. That was a cool moment for sure.
Yeah.
Hero of the week.
Yes, let's do Hero of the Week. Wouldn't be a show if we didn't do Hero. It's just
Tom and
Tim's
Ray,
hero.
man. Tom and Ray, they don't know who Tim's gonna pick this week. Conseco or a Krakow. I guess you'll have to wait and see who is Tim's hero of the week.
Banana. Na, na, na.
Killed it. Just killed it.
Yes.
Okay. Honorable mentions. Number one, it's mostly fighters that are honorable mentions. I mean, you got to give Pena credit. You know, I mean, come
Yes.
on, she was great. And then Charlie Olives too for defending his belt. Tai Tuivasa, we talked about. Tai Tuivasa has won Hero of the Week twice, and I feel like if I give it to him a third time, I had to give it to him like every time he wins. But he got beat out this week. But you know, him coming out to Barbie Girl again, great. He's the only two-time winner of Hero of the Week so far. He's not going to get a third today, but I was really impressed with JoJo Natson knowing the rules of football. I didn't even know that rule, and now that I know it, I'm like, that's a dumb rule. So, like,
wait, what's the rule?
Well, if a kick returner's foot is out of bounds when he fields a punt, a kick, it counts as a kick out of bounds, which doesn't seem fair to me, honestly. It doesn't. Like,
that's interesting.
It's weird. Like, he gets penalty. I mean, if you can stretch pretty far, you can stretch a few feet out, you know. You could probably do that on purpose and get to the 35 or the 40-yard line, whatever it is. But we were in a bad spot. I thought we were going to get pinned down in between, behind the 5, and then he ended up being smart. And at least he knew the rules. Good, because you know what? A lot of times guys don't. Every single time there's a what is there an echo? I hear an echo.
That's Thomas's end.
Let me do this.
But what I was going to say is that every time there is a overtime, there's like and there's a ties. There's somebody who's like, I didn't know there was ties. I'm like, you're in the NFL. You don't need to know the rules of the NFL. But JoJo Natson knew the rules. The Broncos and Lions. Demaryius, is that his name? Demaryius Thomas.
Yeah.
Do they know what happened? Yeah.
No. Thomas, you know?
Seizure.
From
Okay.
seizures? Oof.
That's a bummer. But he died, and the Broncos did a nice tribute where they left the ex receiver out, and then they took a delay game, and then the Lions declined it, and you know, he was good for a long time. Is that why he retired then? I guess the seizures or something, because he was still playing at a high level, wasn't he?
I have no idea. I think he just pulled like a Calvin Johnson, just wanted to get out because Calvin Johnson was one of his idols. They both went to Georgia Tech, so
well. Wonder if did the seizures have anything to do with getting hit in the head your whole life? I wonder.
Probably.
I don't know. Pat McAfee gets a nomination for signing that giant deal with DraftKings.
$120 fucking million. He's
That's
getting
cool.
Rogan money.
It's pretty cool because now
awesome.
it's like happened with Rogan too. That now, if you just create your own thing and do whatever you want, companies will pay you money to be a part of it and not want you to change anything. It's not like before where they put you on a show and you have to do what they want them to do, and there's people putting their hands in it. Now they're like, you're already successful. We want you to continue being successful, but with us as a sponsor, and they don't want to change anything because it's already working. So that's a new way to do shit, and it's working for a lot of people, a lot of comics, and it's working for Pat McAfee, who everyone said was insane when he retired early, which I remember that too. I'm like, what the fuck is he doing this for? He can still kick. But it worked out. You know, Barstool gave him a job, and then he did his own thing, and he's killing it. And yeah, $120 million deal, which is insane.
Good for him, man. Good for him. Pittsburgh boy doing good. Gave a bunch of money to athletic organizations in his home borough of Plum.
Should buy the Pirates, man.
Dude, if Pat McAfee bought the Pirates, I would get season tickets. A man who I did not like in NXT in WWE, just because I'm like who's this Jaga football player coming in, wrestling a guy like Adam fucking Cole,
and did well.
And that's why I did not like that. I was like, I want him to fail, and he did well. I'm like, motherfucker. And then probably the best besides maybe Jim Ross or Tony Schiavone in wrestling right now, the best commentator on the planet. Like, I love him on commentary. Anytime he shows up, I'm like, yes, we're going to get a lot of inside references. Let's do it. He just doesn't give a shit. Now he has 120 mil, so he'll tell Vince to go fuck himself. So I'm excited for that. But yeah, who's your hero of the week, buddy?
Keep talking because I'm looking for a story.
Oh boy. But no,
Really?
yeah.
Now
Pat
when I tell
McAfee-
you, you can. Now when I said you can keep talking wrestling, you can't. You fucking have nothing. Really?
No, but but yeah, then he impressed me when he did wrestle, and I'm
There it
like,
is.
He
Yeah,
loved
he's an
here.
athletic dude. He's an athletic dude. He used to pop people. He used to be the one punter who would pop people on returns.
mm-hmm.
All right, so hold on. I got 47 more nominations. No,
Yes.
no, I'm good. Where's Hero of the Week this week is the Mary Med Dispensary in Norwood, Massachusetts.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a marijuana dispensary. They decided, you know what? Let's build an 850-pound pot brownie.
I saw this.
850-pound pot brownie. 20,000 milligrams of THC. Now they would have broke the record for biggest like brownie, but Guinness won't take it because there's pot in it. So yeah. I wonder what they're gonna do. Can I go have a piece? So they're gonna cut it up. Can we go like to Massachusetts and I'll eat this 850 pounds brownie? This is
shit. I'll fly
awesome.
with you if we come back same or next day. I'm down.
I see the picture and
20,000 milligrams.
see the people standing around it, and you're like, that's 850 pounds. You got to remember how dense the brownie is. You know, so I wouldn't have guessed that's how much it weighs. Just by looking at it, but brownies are so damn dense. I mean, yeah, 850. That's insane.
20,000 milligrams. Do you imagine
you
the trip you would go on?
Yeah, they say you can't OD from weed, but I feel like if you could, it would be. Well, actually, you probably die from eating 850 pounds of brownie first. I mean,
yeah,
you can't. Yeah, right. No, you can't survive.
Heart failure would take you before fucking any kind of THC.
Right, and it would take I don't know how long it would take for one person to eat that. Months. I don't know.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, okay. So Mary Med Dispensary Hero of the Week.
Yeah.
Am I getting sicker? I have a cough now. Great.
Oh, great.
Well, I'm afraid that I've had this infection for a while and it's spread everywhere, and I'm gonna die. I'm not gonna wake up. Like I don't want that because I want to be able to say goodbyes.
You're just holding everybody's hand.
Yes.
I loved you the least.
Yes, that's how I would. What I would say to Rick.
Yeah, probably. You were a decent friend.
You were so human. Remember when I called you?
Have that pen I lent you in homeroom?
Remember when I called you a 20-car pileup? I was wrong. You're a 25-car pileup. Is there other shit you wanted to talk about this week? I think we kind of got the most of it. There's fights, but we kind of already talked about the fights.
Yeah, we have. I want to bring up something though when we were talking about the Cody Garbrandt fight. Ben Askren, Tim, if you could, or Thomas, if you could bring up. It says Askren stays in his lane. Is the name of the photo. Ben Askren, after Cody Garbrandt got knocked out, had something to say on Twitter that honestly, from a guy like him, needs to like not say that shit that he said, and there should be a thing of stay in his lane or out of his lane.
He's always been a villain. That's been his thing.
Yeah, but this is too on the nose. Cody's chin is gone. That's what Ben Askren had to say about the Cody Garbrandt loss.
Coming from the guy who got knocked out by a Paul brother. Okay.
Yeah.
But he's not. The thing is, he's not wrong. He's never really had it. Like I said before, I saw him get knocked out as an amateur.
Yeah.
By Jarrell Hodge, who might go to the UFC soon. Like Jarrell Hodge is on like a winning streak. Didn't fight for a couple years. Yeah, that would be fun actually. If Hodge gets in the UFC. But yeah, we'll see. Dominic Cruz defended him. Believe it or not, he defended Cody. He's like, yeah, I think he's gonna be fine. He said, the thing is, he's only 30, so it's like, it's He's got time, man. The thing is, it's not like his chin's going to get better. He's have to be, better and not getting hit. You know what I think? I should have said this before. I think he just needs to wrestle more. I mean, he's a great wrestler. He won a state championship as a freshman.
Yeah.
At Claymont High School. Which is down the street from me. He, I think, maybe utilize the wrestling more. I know that his hands are his thing, but if you don't, if you can't get clipped, then maybe you should use your wrestling more. And he's a great wrestler, so I feel like he could utilize. I mean, we've only seen it a little bit in the last fight, a little bit Rob Font, but besides that, I mean, he really is a great wrestler. He was, so I feel like we should see more of that, especially if he's having chin issues, which again, you can't really do anything about. And it's unfortunate because it makes you look like you're a weak person or something, which isn't true. It's just, some people just don't have great chins and you can't do anything about it. So it's a bummer. But it's not, I don't know. I talk shit about it. It's not, I don't know. It's like saying, oh man, he's got a bum knee. I'm like, it is what it is. You got to try to fight around it. And not having a great chin is unfortunate because when you fight these guys, like he's fighting and he gets clipped by guys who can knock people out, then he gets finished. And he's been finished 4 times in 6 fights. So it's not great.
No, but what are you going to do?
But I'm definitely not. It's really weird to me that people around here are celebrating the fact that he's, and that's weird. It doesn't wouldn't you want to be
stupid.
like, hey buddy, you're our guy. You're our guy. You can do this. You can come back and be a good win some big fights again and make a run, right? You should be behind him, right? He's your hometown guy. You should be behind him, not the opposite.
I'll give you a good example.
Well, I know why. I understand why. It's it's people just
jealous.
being jealous. Yeah.
So screw it, dude. Screw the haters, yo.
Yeah, it's like I said, I hear it a lot around here. Like, oh, he's fucking done. He's fucking done. I hear it a lot. I heard it before he beat a Sunsail and now again. So I forgot. I do have a video. I didn't cut it though. Shoot. Maybe next week. I do have a video of us watching the fight. It's just basically us not being happy and just being like, oh, there's that.
You're deprived. Yes, you should have edited that afterwards and not
forgot.
deprived us. You sons of bitches.
And then I had to cut it off early because my brother called him a name. He shouldn't have called him in the video, and I had to cut that off.
Oh God. Does it start with an F?
Maybe.
That's awesome.
Well, at least it didn't start with an M.
Yeah, this is true.
Well, in this case, that was probably the worst.
Yeah. Yeah, with what's going around the internet right now, yeah. So,
yeah, the thing
I'm
is,
waiting for that to go on the wires first to really.
If you Google it, you'll find a Reddit feed from 2017.
Yeah, but I don't want to be the ones that discuss it and then get sued by Cody.
It doesn't matter if it's no one else's fucking business.
I know, but you don't know how sensitive Cody is about it.
Well, I just feel bad if it's if he feels like it's something he has to hide. I feel bad in that case.
Agreed.
But other than that, he can if he wants to. Like we talked,
and this is coming. And for me, a guy who has been open about what I've done.
I feel like it's pretty obvious what we're talking about right now.
Probably, but
it's not for Thomas. You don't know what we're talking about? You haven't
yeah.
figured it out yet?
No, but I'm getting the gist, and if that is it, then it shouldn't be that big of a deal.
Yeah,
but I can understand
is
it's a big deal
if you're
for him.
religious enough.
Yeah, that's why I can understand it's a big deal for him.
And I can see people around here from this area being, as red as it is, people being like thinking it's a scandal. I'm like, it doesn't fucking matter. Who fucking cares? It doesn't matter. But the thing is, we talked about this before. That I'm just gonna say the first male fighter who comes out is gonna be the face of it, and they don't really necessarily want to be, right?
No.
And yeah, I mean, some may, but and representation is important. So I feel like any gay fighter should come out. I mean, there's a lot of women, obviously. There's no men of the UFC that came out. If any of, and statistically, there has to be a couple by how many guys they have, right? On the roster. But representation is important because I feel like there's guys maybe in a gym who feel like they can't say, to tell people the truth about who they
Yeah.
are, and that's not fair. However, if you don't want to be the face of it, you also have the right to just keep it to yourself. So
Yeah.
and because it's no one's fucking business, and it doesn't fucking matter.
Nope.
So it only matters in representation, like I said. But if you don't want to be the face, it's your call.
Yeah, agreed. All right, guys. I think it's time that we call it a night because I gotta be up at 5:30.
Yeah, I have to eat this damn. All right, so my mother made this soup, right? But it's like in a bag, it's pre-mixed or whatever, and it's good soup. We've had it before, but she didn't realize that there's already enough sodium in the soup. So she puts extra salt in it, and now it just tastes just like salt. It's just salt. I'm like, why did you do this? She did it before. She did it before, and I told her not to do it, and she did it this time. She's like, I didn't put that much in it. I'm like, there's already enough in it. If you wanted more salt, put it in your bowl. Now it's just gonna be all salt, but I'm still gonna eat it because I don't have anything else to eat, and I'm just gonna be like this the whole time.
Like a dog with peanut butter on its tongue. Sounds like one thing you're not getting, which is pussy. Yeah, your mouth.
You don't know.
I
mean,
do.
You don't know. You have a pretty good guess, and you may or may not be right, but you don't know.
Plus, the dating pool down there is kind of shallow. I've been on dating apps while down there.
That's why I've given up on it because
because
you kind of go through everybody, and then you're just like, oh, that's it.
Oh no, Thomas, you laugh. There's an app that I was using for a little while, and I go down to Tim's. It was like the first time I went to Tim's for a fight, and I was just like looking through, and there was maybe 4 people within like a 2-mile radius on this fucking, it was nothing. Absolutely nothing. The rest were like 30 miles away.
When is UFC 270? Let's look at that because
January, I think it's January 18th.
22nd.
I believe so. Yeah.
Or 26th.
22nd.
22nd. Okay.
I'll have to look at my mother's work schedule because but she doesn't work Sunday. We might be able to do it.
I'm down.
That day, so
yeah, we'll kick off the new year.
Since Ray bailed on it the last time we tried to do it.
I got to get an oil change in my car. My check engine light's on now. So
yeah, when was the last time you get an oil change? Probably never.
A while ago. So probably right before. That'll be my Christmas gift to myself. It's an oil change. So, all right, boys and girls. I think it is time we call it a night. Well, thank you to everybody who has made us a success this far.
Success
for me. This is successful, sir. We've gotten views and we've gotten a lot of people that interact with us on a weekly basis, and we thank those people for always being there. And the people that discover us, we appreciate you as well. And we will see you guys next Tuesday after the Derek Lewis fight coming up. And for Thomas and Tim, I am Ray. We love you all, and we will see you at the Kumite, fam.
I think Ray missed it last week when I called Thomas the Jane Goodall to Mayo Monkeys. I just want to make sure that he caught that.